TikTok involved. YouTube's unlisted currently, so let's make that public. And there we go. Boom. Public on YouTube. So I can see you all. I can say hello to everybody as well as the ones on normal mainstream platforms. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh! Mainstream. 2 Haydens. We don't want that. That's too many. There's too many Haydens, chat. Too many. Welcome everybody into the chat. How are you doing? If you're watching this morning, do give us a little good morning, a little hello. And we will say hello back to all of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am a little bit late. Allow it. Allow it. Is my desk a little bit too high again? I think it is. I don't think I put it on the right setting. Not too sure. It looks like it's slightly... I don't know. Maybe it is. I'll adjust that whilst we load into a session. But for now, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Good morning, all of you. Good morning to Melee. Good morning, Tiss. The Bacon's crew. We've got Nick as well in the chat. Welcome. Welcome, Bobcat. Welcome, Hunter, Elite, Dark Gaming, Player, NPC. I've just had a notification pop up on my phone, Player. Thank you very much for the $25 donation. It's there. It is working. Look, it's there. It is working. It's just not working in the rest of them, but it is working there. So that's good. I now need to get it working in my multi-alerts, which I thought I did, but maybe I just did it for the chat and not the multi-alerts, but it was there. We all saw it. It was there on the screen. Thank you very much for the $25 donation, you absolute legend, Player. Let's carry on saying hello and good morning to all of you. Dark Gaming, Elite, good morning to you. Good morning, TSS Velocity. Ashley, that's enough Haydens. Exactly. 2 is way too many. James, good morning to you. Oscar Piastri, good morning. Good morning, John Ducton. Good morning, Collins. And good morning, Hunter, over on the TikTok stream. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to you, David. Good morning. Who is this? Hello, Ardley, as well. So, what are we doing today, chat? Well, we're going to have a lot to do today because it is going to be USA and Mexico. And annoyingly, at the USA Grand Prix, it is a sprint race weekend. So I've got a 100% race at the sprint race. I've got a 100% race at USA, followed by a 100% race at Mexico. That's a lot of racing today. We're going to have to get through this as quickly as we possibly can. Honestly, that just sums up my luck these days. What's happened, Nick? What do you mean? Good morning, Hayden. Can't wait for the race. Well, we're taking over, of course, Gullis Racing, myself in Gullis Racing. And we are looking to try and fight for the championship. Last time out at the Singapore Grand Prix, JT37, welcome in. Good morning to you. Banana Joe, good morning. Thank you for the follow. Last time out at the Singapore Grand Prix, if you remember correctly, George Russell had an issue of skill. He drove into the wall himself. Alti Butcher watching this from school. Hello, hello, hello. I had a comment just above that one, mate. Well, you said good morning. I know. I said good morning back to you, Nick. I said hello, Nick. Bro, Qatar Grand Prix was crazy. Did you see it? Of course, I saw it. Interesting facts. Please don't spam the chat. Hello, good morning to you as well. Good morning, KJ. I did watch Qatar. We'll talk about it a little bit more as we get into the practice session, because the practice session is my waffle session. That's where I just basically spiel off and we just chat about rubbish during the practice. I don't think we're getting any regulation changes, so I am working on the car again and we are looking to improve things. If we have a look at the where we are in the standings, we're currently the 4th best team, very close to Ferrari. We're closer to McLaren than we were last time out, but if we look at the chart, Mercedes keep on upgrading. They're getting further and further away from us. Are they getting further away? We're kind of upgrading at a similar rate at the moment, but we'll be hoping to try and close the gap over the rest of the season and see what we can do. YouTube decided it was time for an ad. I see. Get out of here, bot on the kick chat. Get out of here. Bit of a boring race apart from McLaren doing the Ferrari strategy. It made it exciting. If McLaren didn't do that strategy, that race would have been very, very dull, chat. Very, very dull. Anyway, as I said, we've got a lot to do today. So let's go to the race weekend. Nicholas Solov has got up to 67 rated. We're up to 90 rated now. But that's not going to stop us from trying to work our way up the order, of course. Something I needed to do was What do I need to do? Ah, yes, I need to go to my recording files so I can start recording. Open lobbies. So we've moved over 30th, and I believe it was the 9th. Cool. So these two Qatar Grand Prix can be deleted, and this one can be deleted as well. Perfect, because that's been moved over to my hard drive. Right, and then that should clear up some space on my computer, and it means that I can start the recordings for the career mode. Right, let's have a look and see if there's any rain. I think there is, chat. There's going to be some wet weather. Oh, right, let's have a little look. Weather. Ah, it's going to be right at the end again. It might come down. It might not. What race did we do before where this happened right at the end? Was it Monza? Yes, it was Monza. And a safety car came out late on. And that allowed a little bit of an easier decision when it came to wet weather change. So we'll see this time around. It's going to get very, very wet very, very quickly. It looks like. So let's see how that all works out. In terms of standings, for us, we're currently 6th in the driver standings. 117 points off George Russell. It's going to be difficult, but nonetheless, we're going to keep on pushing. Some drivers were saying the race was boring. I will fully understand that. Anybody who was behind the Fernando Alonso train would have said that race was boring because you just stuck in a train. There was nothing to do. At least for us watching, it was the tension of what can the McLarens do? How can they recover this? Right, let's go to the practice session. Only one practice session, of course. It is a sprint race weekend. And for that... Oh, no, I don't want to...
Welcome to Texas.
Right, whilst Natalie Portman talks...
To turn one
Natalie Portman? It's not Natalie Portman. It's Natalie Pinkham.
The Americans bigger and better.
We are going to quickly
for a great show.
go and sort my desk, and then I need to grab my hay fever tablet. I'll be right back. We're back. I've got my hay fever tablet. We're good. We are in Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. We're back. Right. Okay. You guys probably can't hear me because the mic isn't pointing towards my mouth. There we go. I don't know if it would be better to do it like that way. Does that sound better? Does that sound fine, or is that like... I feel like maybe I do have to speak into the mic like that. I don't know. I need my phone because I need my setup. What do you think of the car? For those who are new and haven't seen our career mode car, what do you think? What do you think? The garage is all done as well. Can we have a look? I don't think we can have a look. We can if we go to drive out. We can. Maybe we can have a look. F1 bosses offering extra wind tunnel time to let Max win the race. Cohen Smith, thank you very much for the follow. Now it comes down to the final race, who's going to take it. Again, I still think at the moment, you know, there's a high possibility that Lando Norris took it. If Lando Norris didn't overtake Kimi Antonelli, right, I would have put more chance on Max Verstappen winning it because there's a better chance of Max being first, Oscar being second, and then, what's that on my wheel? Is that just lighting? I think it's just lighting. And then Lando being third, and Max would win it on countback. But now that Lando needs a fourth, it's all dependent on how good Mercedes or maybe Ferrari are in Abu Dhabi. Most likely how good Mercedes are. So we will see. I love seeing the question of if Max was winning, George was second, and Oscar was third, and Lando was fourth, would Oscar let Lando through? And I don't think he would. I wouldn't. Who would I rather want to win the championship? My teammate or a guy outside the team? For me, it's not my teammate. For me, it's the guy outside the team. Cockpit view, you're fine. No, that's just the garage. In the garage, you're loaded into cockpit view. Don't you get too excited now. We are not doing cockpit view. Kota, I need Kota setup. Let me load up my COTA setup. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. I'm going to hide my screen because you lot are not allowed to see it. Interesting when Red Bull will announce their lineup. It's supposed to be this weekend, right? There's rumors that it's coming very, very soon. We can lower the wings around here, which is good because I feel like the AI are running lower wings. So that's all fine. The closer you can get to the AI's wings on the game, the better it will be for you. Because the AI and their wings are just, it's not even their wings, it's their acceleration out of corners. Why do F1 streamer never do cockpit view? Because it's less popular. Josh Spartan, thank you very much for the 5-stream streak. I say this a lot, so I'm going to say it again. But any time that I've streamed in cockpit cam, I have lost viewership. And it makes sense, because in Formula 1, when we watch it as a fan, when we watch it at home, do we watch from this POV? No, we don't. You don't see a lot in this POV either. So as a viewer, it's definitely more difficult. Whereas watching from TV podcam, that is how we all watch Formula 1. We all watch it from TV podcam. So that is why we do that. That is why we do that. Which days do you race and time so I don't miss any of the race? Make sure you follow, first of all, D-Sage. But we are live. This week is a little bit different to normal. I'm going on Thursday and I'm doing an extra stream this week. But I'm doing today. We'll be live on Thursday twice. We're going to be doing career mode. We've got Brazil and Las Vegas on Thursday. Be around 9 a.m. my time, 8 a.m. UK time, maybe a little bit later. Then we will be doing an iRacing stream in the evening for TikTok and Twitch and YouTube Vertical. And then on Saturday, we're going to do a 100% Mystery Grand Prix. And Sunday will be a 100% Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Oh, that's why I need to take my hay fever tablet. That's why I needed it, because I'm all sneezy. Right. Setup is on the car. We've got a track acclimatization to do. So let's do it, chat. Let's do it. Let's get out on track. Let's see how good the car is. I will make sure not to miss any. No problem, D Sage. Bless you. Thank you very much, Nick. Thank you. Good morning to you, John Spartan. Good morning, good morning. Right. Let's see then what we can do in this practice session. It'll be interesting to see where the car stacks up. And also, for those of you who know me, know that USA is not a circuit that I'm ever that confident on. Oh my god, there's no downforce. There's no grip. Right, that's probably why. I've got assists on. That's probably why. Okay. Right, you're probably wondering why has Hayden got assists on? Because I was getting a thumbnail. Allow me. Why do I wear gloves? Because of this. Look, no hands on the wheel. Look how crazy that's going. I can't even touch it now. Because it will break my fingers. That's why I wear gloves. Because if I don't wear gloves, and my wheel's doing that, I will break my fingers. I don't know why I said fingers. There's no nothing. What is going on with my car at the moment? Why does my car feel so weird? Hang on, let's look at the settings. Is the brake pedal working well? Okay, okay. Come on, car, get turned in. Oh my god. What is going on with my car? Why does it feel so janky? With the corners, it's okay. It's just the braking. COTA is one of those tracks, chat, that I always say is not a circuit I ever feel good around. Whether I can perform around here or not is always a different question, but a circuit that I never really enjoy driving. I don't get too much enjoyment out of it, and I just always feel like I'm struggling. Also, I hear V10. Well, you should, because it is a V10 engine in the car, Akas. Welcome in. What other sim racing games do you play, apart from this and iRacing? That is it. I just play this and iRacing. A lot of people have been saying I should do LMU, and it's something that I would like to try in the future. But F1 is my job. Oh, we missed that one. Again, just this car is... So why drive? What do you mean, why drive? Oh, we'll just skip COTA then. We just won't take any points. Don't worry about it. What do you mean by that? Come on. These gates are really weird. Why are they like this? This is probably going to be the worst track climatization I've done because the line that it wants me to take is different to the line I would usually take. And maybe that says a lot about me rather than the game, okay? Maybe I'm weird and I take the wrong line, but... Oh my god, car, just turn in. Just turn! This car is arse. Honestly, it doesn't feel good. And maybe that's just the hard tires. Well, why not in the future? LMU is calling. I've explained it to you before, Akaz. It's just because of viewership. If we get to a situation where I don't have to worry about, you know, how many viewers I have and I can go and do stuff that I want, then sure, I will do LMU in the future. But at the moment, this is my full-time job. It's my only source of income. And I can't waste any days at the moment. Otherwise, I will be homeless. So, yeah, right now we got to make sure that we keep on playing F1. Maximize it. Gloves also protect the eggs. Exactly. They also do protect my steering wheel from my sweaty, dirty hands. I've been playing F1 since, like, 1999. On a wheel since 2015. How do I get the gates to pop up? It's just the practice program in career mode. That's all it is. Right, we're on soft tires now. Hopefully, this feels better, but I really don't know. Maybe it's the setup. Maybe I'll blame Alex Gillen. That feels better. I think it's just the hard tires are awful. Love people playing F1. Thank you, John Spartan. Oscar Dyson coming in with the 100 flaming tires. Welcome in, Oscar. Thank you very much. Legend. Nice, easy on tires. Come on. So, yeah, exactly. If the car feels bad, it's all Alex Gillen's fault. He does VSE. It's definitely not the way I drive. The way I drive is perfect, chat. Alright, we all know it. Just trying to save tires whilst also trying to be fast. As best as we possibly can. We're currently in the red, though. I haven't tried F1 with a controller. I can't say I enjoy it. I tried playing F1 with a controller, I see. And then you didn't play it again. That's fair. Just got F1 25. Any thoughts on a good starting wheel of $200 or under? I mean, I would definitely look at your Logitechs, your Thrustmasters, your Mosers. Always a good steering wheel just to get started on. And then if you enjoy it and you get a bigger budget, you can start to expand. I've got a Thrustmaster. I started with a Thrustmaster. And then in 2018, I started using a Fanatec CSL Elite. And now I use a Fanatec DD+. And I live by Fanatec. For me, Fanatec is the best. It's what I've used a lot. Is it the best? Who knows? But it's just what I use and what I know. So that's what I would recommend to you. Right, nice and easy through the final corner because I want the green score. For resource points, there's only one practice session, so we can't do quick practice because there was only one practice session. You have another job? No. Content creation is my job. If you've got the time for it, maybe try LMU as a test on a different day than your scheduled F1 stream. Usually on other days, though, I'm doing editing or I'm doing planning. This is a full-time job. This isn't just a case of I stream 3 days a week and I work 3 days a week. That's it. You know, I'm editing on other days. We've got a new channel that has just started over on YouTube, which is just going to be highlights of streams. So feel free to go and check that out if that's something that you enjoy. Right. Race strategy. Let's go. Let's go. Nice car. Do you have to make it yourself? It was made by the great Scotty Designs. Maybe they forgot to remove the plastic around the tyres. Fair. That might be why we're lacking downforce and grip. Who knows, though? This car could be an absolute diva around this circuit. But if it's fast and it wins the race, then I will have less complaints. We shall see, though, chat. We shall see. Kota is just one of those circuits that I just feel like I struggle a lot at. I want to put a Fanatec, but I need the Hayden Guy's coupon code. Yeah, I don't have one at the moment. I am going to chase down getting a Fanatec affiliation code as quickly as possible. Right, come on then. Let's beat the race strategy program. 3 laps of this, and then we'll get straight into qualifying, chat. Or at least sprint qualifying. We've got sprint race in USA. Then we've got a 100% race in USA, followed by a 100% race in Mexico. It's going to be a long old stream today. A lot of racing, so lots going on behind the camera. Yeah. I mean, it has to be, for it to be your job, you have to put in the effort. I think a lot of people look at content creation and go, I'd love to do that. I'd love to just sit and play games for a few hours a day and that'd be my job. And there's a lot more to it. There's a lot more to it. Who is the GOAT in F1? Jim Clark. Jim Clark is the GOAT. Right, come on then. The car's feeling better. Maybe I've just got to adjust to the way it drives. Obviously, we've done a few online races at the weekend. Qatar, 100%. That car definitely certainly felt a lot better at Qatar. Apart from in the wet weather, but that's just due to, I think, my own driving rather than the car at Qatar. That was almost a tongue twister. It just doesn't have a lot of downforce, and I think it's just because of the straight line speed that I need around here. I think that's why. Oh, very deep in the corner. There's a car coming out of the pit lane. That turn one is so difficult. I'm glad I'm in TV pod cam rather than cockpit, because I don't think I'll be able to see the apex of that turn one. Which I know some of you will be like, well, that's not very realistic. Shade, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Welcome into the stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Let's keep on pushing. Thank you very much for the follow. Attila as well. If you are new around here, chat, do hit that follow button. We are live 4 times this week. Tuesday today. We're live again on Thursday doing more career mode. And then at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday this week, we are going to be doing... online races and a 100% race on each day. We've got a mystery Grand Prix on the Saturday. One of the 2 remaining races to go, which is Miami or Bahrain. And then on Sunday, usual proceedings with our 100% race at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. So if you want to make sure that you don't miss that, hit that follow button. Therefore, you never have to miss a stream. Jim Clark's a phenomenal shout. To me, he's the best racing driver. Is it 1963? The season where he won, like, statistically a race every weekend or something like that? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Prediction for Sunday. We're going to get Max Verstappen, 5-time world champion. I don't know. Where is this one? The race, is that what you're asking? Where's this race today? This is at COTA. This is USA. Good morning, Lucky J Racing. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're well. No, this is just practice at the moment, Alicia. We've got one more lap of practice to do. We do practice because we need resource points, which will help us develop our car, become a faster team, and work our way back up the order. And become the best team in Formula 1. So that is currently the plan at the moment. And that's what we're looking for. And so that's why we do practice. To do that and get further up the order. Otherwise, we'd get straight into qualifying. But that'll be happening very, very soon. My favourite streamer. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Norris will be the winner. I think that is the most likely. But hey, look, I would love to see the comeback. 100 points. That is a generational story, chat. That is a story that we will all be, when we're older, be like, I was alive watching that when Max Verstappen came back from 100 points and beat McLaren when they were the best car on the grid. Like, that is one hell of a story. But I do think that whoever wins the championship does deserve it. I don't think any of the drivers have had a perfect season. They've all had their own sort of mishaps. A lot of people are raging or really bigging up. Thank you very much, Shade, for the 99 bits. Legend. I think a lot of people are bigging up Max and saying, you know, he's had a phenomenal season, been super duper consistent. And whilst he has in the second half of the season, I think let's not forget when they weren't a good team. He was struggling, he was making mistakes, and let's not forget Spain. You know, if he loses out the championship by 10 points, I'm sorry, but Spain is the biggest catalyst in that. If he didn't lose his head, if he just let George Russell through and settled for whatever place he was going to get in that race, then, you know, that could have got in the championship. And I know ifs and buts, you know, it's a long season. You can never think about those things in the time. but that's something that you would look back on. Oscar Piastri's had his mistakes over the season. Lando Norris has had his mistakes over the season. But all of them have had spells where they have been phenomenal, right? Max has had a really good second half of the season and has had some really great races in the first half. Let's retire from session because we've done all that. Oscar Piastri has had a really good stint in the first half of the season and then gone on 6 races where he forgot how to drive. And then you've got Lando Norris, which had more of a struggle first half of the season. Well, I'd say the second half of the season after Zandvoort has been really, really good and really solid. Do Silverstone in F2? I'm good. We're doing career mode at the moment. Who do I want to win the championship? My preference is Oscar Piastri. My preference for the championship is Oscar Piastri. Doesn't matter who wins it for me. Not really. But if I had a preference, it would be Oscar. Max will do what Max wants to do. I spilt water everywhere. Did I spill it over myself? I avoided spilling it on myself. Otherwise, that would have been embarrassing. Can't be Lando. Anyone but Lando. Lol. It's 4 AM for me. Should I go to bed? Up to you, Mikey. Up to you, buddy. Showtime, snow time, snow time. Weedy Beast, welcome in. How are you doing? Right. Let's get into sprint qualifying, chat. Let's get your predictions going into sprint qualifying. Where do you think we are going to qualify in this race, chat? I'm going to use an older engine. Yeah, we're fine. Let's use an older engine. Where do you think we are going to finish in this race? No gloves, no helmet, no seatbelt. Nah. We have gloves. At least. I think Lando and Oscar don't know how to drive under championship pressure, and they're just used to pace. Well, we will see this weekend, because the pressure will be on Lando Norris. Bro, who do I support in the championship? I wouldn't really say I support anyone in the championship. I'm very much still a neutral. But as a preference, because nobody is fully neutral, right? You would always have a slight preference. You might ask your parents if you have multiple siblings and you say, which one is your favorite child? And they're going to say, I don't have any favorites. When realistically, they prefer one, just like my parents prefer me. And I am their favorite, right? Same as if I was to ask Fem's parents which one are their favorite, they would also say me as well. So, retire and start P20, it would be funnier. We've got a championship to hunt down, so we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Right, your predictions. We've got Clueless Dad says P5. David says P1. Sharif says P3. John Spartan says P3. What are our other predictions, Chad? Come on, get them in the chat. AZ Lyona says P6. Stop bragging. Never, Mikey, never. P1 says James. Mikey says P3. Shade P12. My Sandwich says P3. Cad says P4. Dennis says P6. Lalamo says P9. Only Van says P2. Jamie P4. Trappy says P4. Peekaboo says P4. Lala says P4. Chewy P20. Matt I says P4. Corey says P67. Old engine keeps you out of top 3. Maybe we'll go to a newer engine for the main race. Not too many points up for grabs in this race, of course. We've got Steve with the flaming heart. Thank you very much. Now, actually, you got this K2, says P1. TJ says P2 by car length. Tyler says P1. Aiden says P5. iSim race. Nice, Mikey. What do you race? P5 for Roller. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. Hey, look. Welcome in. Today, I'm hopefully going to keep you around, and hopefully you enjoy the stream. Moni, thank you for the follow. Gabri, thank you for the follow. Craig says P4. Roddy P3. Okay, let's get into qualifying then. That's enough of that. Let's have a look at car setup just to make sure I've got the fuel out, which I have. And we're going to fast forward to... we're only going to get one lap in. We've done the practice. We've only got one set of softs. So we're only going to get one lap in this qualifying session. It's about a 1 minute 30 lap time. So let's go out with about 2 minutes 30 remaining. I actually really enjoy playing this track online. Hey, look. I think Kota is very much a Marmite track. Some people love it. Some people dislike it. I am in the kind of dislike category. But I still think it's great. I still think it can be great. It can be a great circuit. I'm just trying to feed my Snorlax at the same time in my Pokemon sleep. Go out of garage. When can I look at my when can we look at the garage? Can we, how? Oh, we can't even go that far back. I can't even look at my garage. I want to look at my garage, chap. Okay. Preferences aside, who do I think will win the championship? I think it will be Lando Norris. Look, 16 points to Oscar Piastri, 12 points to Max Verstappen. He just has to finish third in a car that is currently the best car. A yellow car, what is this? For Renault, we are Gullis Racing. We do have a Renault engine in the back, but my channel colors, my branding is yellow. And my second favorite color is, or my favorite color is blue. So, yellow and blue, I like it. Scotty Designs has done a fantastic job on the car. So, we're going to see what we can do in this practice session. In this qualifying session, sprint qualifying is underway. And let's see where we can get ourselves on the grid, chat. I want Max to win and Leclerc next year. I think Leclerc's going to be a difficult one. I'm still proud of the name I made up. What did you make up? A Ferretto. Why? Where's the Ferrari part come from? F1 McLaren deserves to lose the championship. I don't think any because maybe the McLaren team of mistakes they've made, but the drivers certainly don't. Okay, I think they've had fantastic performances. They've made mistakes along the way for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I think everybody in that championship hunt deserves it, and it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top. 110% AI. Yes, it is. Why the Renault engine? I believe, from what I saw with Alpine, it has the best potential. Alpine at one point were a rocket ship, and I want that. Okay, then, let's go, chat. Sprint qualifying. Let's see what we can do. Do we have the car underneath us to put ourselves near the front of the grid? And let's try and nail these laps around here. Braking just before the light box at the first corner. That's nice into the first turn. It's a tricky corner here at Kota, completely blind as you rise up the hill. Now we go through the S's section. We've got to be careful not to make sure that we cut any of these corners, but keep it as close to the apexes as we possibly can without losing any time in this session. Over the curbs there, trying to cut the corners as much as we can possibly get away with without getting dinged for track limits. Now in towards the back straight, braking on the 100-meter board, trying to cut as much of the curb as, again, we can possibly get away with. Back on the throttle, using the battery as we head down the back straight, burning down into 7th gear. And now DRS wide open as we're heading all the way down in towards this big braking zone. Braking just after the 150-meter board, cutting the curb again as much as we can get away with. And then nice and easy through this section. It's a very difficult section of track. Not a lot of grip underneath us through here. You've got to try and brake late, but you brake too late and you're going to scoot off into the distance. Now in towards the fast right-handers. Foot to the floor all the way through this section of corners, burning the battery as and when we can. Little dab of brake. This is a very interesting corner because the car can get out wide on you. It nearly did. It was off camber there. And try and cut this corner as much as we possibly can. Minimize the distance to the start-finish line. And it is enough for P3. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a good qualifying. P3 on the grid. It's strong. George Russell, 5/10 clear. That car is an absolute rocket ship. We need to get off to a good start. Get up the inside of George Russell and go from there. Nicholas Solov, in the other Gullis Racing car, puts his car into 11th position in the standings. It's a good place for Solov. We will be hoping for better in the race. Baby Metal Andrew, Sue, girlfriend, love your crush, kiss your marriage proposal. Don't know what you're on about there, Andrew. Who would win the World Drivers' Championship according to you? Again, I think it will be Lando Norris. But my preference is Oscar Piastri. However, I would also love to see Max Verstappen come back. Right, that'd be insane. Yay, Solov, more points this race. Of course, yes, he scored his first points last time around in Singapore. Great performance from him. My Sandwiches and Tat Cap, thank you very much for the follow. Dylan, thank you for the follow as well. I said P4. Who said P3? Who said P3? Colapinto will lock in at Abu Dhabi and the FIA will award him 500 style points. Champion of the world for Colapinto. Akash, thank you much for the follow on Kick. Welcome in. Or Akaka. Shash. Shash. We'll get in the end. Thoughts on next year's regulations? We'll have to wait and see. It doesn't sound good about the engines, but who knows? That could just be them trying to scare us. So we will see how things go. For now, though, chat, we're going to get into the sprint race. And we're going to go from here. So let's get your predictions for the sprint race. Where do you think we are going to finish as Just a Little Toxic comes in with the 5 gifted subs to start off their subscription for the month of December? They've got VIP for December. They joined with Noel after gifting so many subs yesterday on Sunday stream. We're doing something a little bit different this time around. Just a Little Toxic. We've got the Christmas tree behind us. And for Christmas, we're also calling it Giftmas. Every 5 gifted subs will move you up the Christmas tree as we're going to write your name on an ornament and move you up. So I have a few options for you, Just a Little Toxic. We have a Christmas tree. We have a gift tag. We have a mitten, a sock, or a stocking, Christmas stocking, or a bauble. What do we want? What do we want, just a little toxic? Do we want a bauble, a stocking, a glove, a tag, or a Christmas tree to put your name on the Christmas tree? Let me know what you want. Let me know what you want.
And joining me in the commentary box,
and everybody else, get the predictions in the chat. We've got Austin Still says P2, Prince says P2, Jamie P2, Gabri says P2, BSTR Vortex, thank you very much for the follow. Remember, if you did get a gifted sub from Just a Little Toxic, please say big thank you. Chewy says DNF, Dennis says P1.
Well, every driver
Steve says P2, Ross says P1, Matthew P1, Aiden says P1. Anthony, your pants, welcome in. I'm good, how are you doing?
Go-karting, I used to touch every wheel in a specific sequence.
John P4, D Sage P2.
Then I stepped up to cars.
Aka Shash says P1. Sharif says P4. Aiden says P1. Samuel P1. Lalamu says P2.
Others may be up to
Razor says P9. KG says P2. Which track? This is Kota. Just a Little Toxic, where are you? We need you to pick. We need you to pick which ornament you want, Just a Little Toxic. Where have you gone? Bro just dropped 5 subs and then dipped. He was like, have some money. I'll see you later. What ornament do you want your name to be on? Just a Little Toxic. What do you want? We need to know. ZWKGT, thank you very much for the follow. Right, starting P3 on the grid. We've got a Ferrari ahead of us. Of Charles Leclerc. Then it's George Russell ahead of them. My GF is returning from rehabilitation after an illness. Would be a very nice Christmas gift. That is a great Christmas gift. Stream for the passion, not the money, mate. I do it for both. I do it because I love it and I enjoy it and I love entertaining you. But it is also my job at the same time. So, it's just the way the world works, bro. Right, so sprint race, it's only going to be the medium tyres, right? Unless there's a safety car or a red flag, then I will change tyres. But realistically, medium tyres is the only one. Is this going to change things? No. Just the drop-off on tyres is huge. Absolutely huge. Right, Just a Little Toxic's not replying. So instead, we're going to put their name on a Christmas tree. Okay. No Just a Little Toxic. I don't know where they've gone. Bro literally dropped in with the gifted subs and then dipped. Is that my own team? It is. It is my own team. Right, is this going to work? Is this pen going to work on this thing? Let's see. I probably got 2 big... Hang on, maybe the Christmas tree isn't the best bet. Which is the biggest one? I'd say the gift tag's probably the biggest one. Right, let's have a look. Morning was when I woke up. My team is called Gullis Racing. This is my team, Gullis Racing. Right. Just a little. Gonna have to put toxic underneath. There we go. Okay, they're on the board. Just a Little Toxic. And they're going to start off. You guys won't be able to see it, I don't think, because they're going to be at the bottom of the Christmas tree. But that's where they start. You start at the bottom. And you work your way up. Okay, right, let's see how good... You want to see how bad my hand... Look, listen, okay? Listen. It's tough. It's tough. It's a small thing with a big pen. All right? It will do. It will do. Right, focus on me. Focus on me. Focus back here. Right, okay, we're good. We're good. Right. What drivers are on it? I have got... Me, I am driving for the team. And then, what will your schedule for December? Will you take any breaks? I am away from the 22nd till January. Hayden, when do you end the stream? When I am done. Right. Recommend those glasses or another brand? Yes, I do recommend these glasses. I do have a discount code with them as well. So if you want to get your own version, look at the link in the description, the Dylan. Look at the link in the description on YouTube, and you'll be able to find Regent, which is the glasses that I use. Do you make your own driver in your own team? You can't in F125, but I am using mods that has allowed me to do it. So we've replaced Jensen Button, and that is me. Anybody else who would like to get these glasses, exclamation mark glasses in the chat. Right. Here we go then. Oh my god, that was wide. Tyre attempts are going to be important, I feel like. Dirty air is going to be a tough one for me. So we need to get a really good start. A really good start off the line. What team are you driving for? Gullis Racing, my own team. We have raced for Alpine. Mercedes 2 seasons, won the championship. Then with Ferrari for 3 seasons, and we won the championship. Now we race for my own team in Formula 1. Where in England are you? I am in the Netherlands. It's not in England. But I am English. Right. Let's see what we can do. 1 in the chat if you think that we can win this race. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. Any points that we take off George Russell will be a win. Your accent seems American. It's definitely not. Where do I live in the Netherlands? We live near Eindhoven. A lot of ones in the chat. A lot of love. That's what we love to see. A lot of believers. A lot of believers. Right. Defo not American accent. Exactly. Why the Netherlands? Because my girlfriend is Dutch and we wanted to live together. Do you manage to import your ratings from driver career or is it from scratch? We did have to restart my team. And I just simmed a season, so the ratings have not been imported now. Right then. Let's line up on the grid chat as I've got a car having a look to drive inside of me. Verstappen, get out of my booty hole. I didn't want that. You should come to Australia. It's a little bit far. And there's no reason for me to go to Australia. Do you have a Dutch citizenship? Or does it just cost you a lot? I have a Dutch residency card. Because that's all I needed. Right, slowly get close. 0.4, I'm happy with that.
Keep an eye on the lights.
I'm happy with that. Right then, chat. 21 Queno, thank you much for the follow. I'm doing well. Oliver, how are you doing? Hope you are well. Let's see what we can do then. The lights are coming on. The engine is revving. And we go racing here in Kota for the sprint race. It is off to a terrible start on the medium tyres, but if we can have a look up the inside with a Max Verstappen-esque lunge. Oh my god, Max is also doing a Max Verstappen-esque lunge. Both of us performing terrorism down in towards the first corner. But we survive, Max survives. No one gets any damage, barely any contact, and George Russell leads the race here in Kota. We managed to jump Charles Leclerc, but now we're going to push like hell to try and get past George Russell in the Mercedes. We want to lead. We have to lead this race if we want any chance of gaining points on George Russell in the championship. And then George Russell needs to be overtaken by the rest of the grid. That is what we need, chat. We're burning the battery, trying to get as much straight line speed as possible, but we just don't have enough in the car at the moment. That Mercedes is so powerful. Trying to find a way through, if we can, on George Russell in this race. But not a lot at the moment, not a lot of grip in this car. I've been struggling with the aerodynamic performance of this car, and the dirty air is just going to make this feel a whole lot worse. But that's not going to stop us, chat. One thing you need to know if you are new to this channel, we never give up. We never give in. And we will keep on pushing until we are mathematically out of the championship running. It's me and George Russell in a world of our own at the moment in this race. He leads it. And we're going to try our best to find any places that we can gain on George around this circuit. We're low on battery though, that is a worry. Maybe we push too hard in an attempt to try and catch up to George and try and stay with him. And Charles Leclerc 2 seconds off the pace right now. Come on, come on, come on. We're so close. We will have DRS on this lap, but will I have enough battery? Nice and close here. Good under braking. Come on, come on, come on. DRS and battery. We've stayed in the DRS range. We've stayed within half a second of George Russell, but will it be enough? The battery is depleting. We're going to get to less than 10%. George Russell will go defensive. We'll go to the outside line, in towards the hairpin, side by side with George. It's wheel to wheel into this very tricky section here at COTA. They're still on the outside line, but we have pulled off the maneuver to put ourselves into the lead of the sprint race. He has a little look back up the inside, in towards the hairpin. And now we play the defensive game. We back George Russell up into Charles Leclerc, into Max Verstappen, and hope that those two can overtake the championship leader. Otherwise, we're not going to gain many points. It's only going to be 1 point that we gain on George Russell. We're going to defend now. He's going to be burning battery using DRS. We're going to defend all the way down in towards this first corner. Switch it back on George. Oh, it's tight there. It's tight. A lot of losing of the rear end. I just need to stay within half a second of George here. That's all I need to do, chat. Stay within half a second of George Russell. Oh, but he's so quick. That Mercedes is so good at this stage of the season. We've also got a pretty handy car, but it's not good enough at the moment to go on the attack. We're within 6 tenths again. And we need to try and stay with him, chat. We know how fast they are down to turn 1. I think I'm going to have to defend the inside line next time around. Half a second again. DRS wide open. How much battery does George Russell have down in towards this corner? They go defensive. We go to the outside line. It worked for us last time. Let's see if it can work for us again. Around the outside of George. He's still on the outside line. Still wheel to wheel with the Mercedes driver, but he backs out of it. And there we go. Now we go defensive. Now we defend from George. He has another look up the inside. Still wheel to wheel with the Mercedes driver, and Verstappen and Kimi Antonelli have got themselves into the mix now. They are putting the pressure on George Russell. But remember, I can't afford to allow 2 drivers to overtake me. 1 driver is enough to then hold on to DRS, burning all of the battery down here. This time I will go defensive. George Russell will pick up the slipstream. He will not be close enough this time around to go for an... Oh, he will be. Jeez, what a send from George Russell. Up the inside, down into the first corner. He's going to keep it wheel to wheel with me. We're going to squeeze him out, though. No, you do not, George. And Charles Leclerc overtakes George Russell here in the sprint race at COTA. This is great news for me, because that's 2 points gained. It's not a lot. It will put the gap only down to 115 points in the championship, but that will still be good news. Here comes Charles Leclerc. Now he will have DRS on me. How quick are these guys going to be in a straight line? I have 70% of battery. Let's burn it all. Every last bit of battery down the straight to defend against Charles Leclerc, who will get the DRS, but they will not be close enough to go for an attack down in towards this corner. So for now, we will hold on to it, chat. We will hold on to it. And we will keep on seeing what we can do. Few bits, so go, go, go. Who do I think will win the championship? I think it would be Lando Norris. I would prefer it to be Oscar Piastri, but I would also love it to be Max Verstappen. Right, I don't know what I've just done there. I've done my brake bias. I need to go back to 54. Oh, that's wide. I'm looking at the wrong things. We're doing too much through the corners. Just sort the battery. That's all we need to do. And Charles Leclerc behind at the moment. George Russell behind him. Charles Leclerc will be behind. Will not get the slipstream as I'm going defensive. Charles Leclerc around the outside, down in towards this corner. We'll hold the inside line, the shorter line through the corner, and we hold on to the position. But now, we need Max Verstappen to be the Max Verstappen we know. Go aggressive, overtake George Russell, and move himself another position in this race. That is what we've got to try and do for the next 14 laps of this race, chat. Manage the gap. Manage the lead of this race. And try and allow George Russell to be overtaken. That's what we've got to try and do, chat. That's what we've got to try and do. Remember, chat, if you are new around here, you're enjoying what you're watching right now, hit that follow button. We're live 4 times this week. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't know, bro. Did you think he lived in England? Come on, come on, come on. Charles Leclerc will gain all the way down here, but not gain enough. And that's good for me. I'm happy. I'm very happy. The engine sounds like a V10. That is because it is a V10 engine. Where is George Russell versus you in the championship? George Russell, in all fairness, is 117 points ahead of me in the championship. All right? That is going to be difficult to catch up, chat. However, as I said earlier, for those who are here, we never give up. We never give in. And until we are mathematically out of the championship fight, I will keep on doing whatever I can to win this championship. And if that means backing up George Russell into the rest of the pack, then that is exactly what I'll do. As Charles Leclerc gets a great exit off the corner, George Russell goes to the outside line. We're going to go back up the inside of Charles Leclerc, down in towards the first turn. It's 3 wide. We're all stuck on each other. As Charles Leclerc gets a great run off the turn. We went a little bit too deep, not expecting a 3 wide moment. And we hold on to it. We hold on to it. Oh, that was sketchy. That was tight. And back to saving the battery. How many wins do I have? 3 or 4, I think, this season. We won in Monaco. We won in Canada. We won in Singapore. Did we win in Spa as well? I think we might have won in Spa. Not entirely sure, though. Sounds more like Nigel Mansell Racing. What level are we playing on? 110% AI, the hardest difficulty. Hi, Tornado Kane. Welcome in. Parking the bus. Yes, we are. That's exactly what we're doing. Parking the bus right now. Antonelli gets past Verstappen. Go on, Antonelli. Get your teammate. Your teammate is next, Antonelli. Get him. Get him. I feel like we could drive away. And we could maybe lead this race. But at the moment, I don't want to. I want to try and back these guys up. And allow George Russell to be overtaken by his teammate, by Max Verstappen. And if he finishes in P5 in this race, it's only a few points gained, but every point is going to count in this championship, chat. If we can close up, we need every point we can get. How is my tyre? 11%. As here comes Charles Leclerc again on the right-hand side. George Russell on the left. Oh, we're 3 wide. Come on, come on, traction. 3 wide down here. I don't like this, but this is great for me at the moment. George Russell squeezed out wide. Charles Leclerc still there. Will Antonelli have a look? No, he won't. And it is Russell back into P2. That was a great 3 wide moment. Not ideal for our own sanity, but we held on to it very nicely. And that is exactly what we've got to keep on doing. Keep ourselves calm. Keep ourselves composed. George Russell goes for it. He'll compromise his own line. Tight on the inside. And now we burn the battery. We know how quick that Mercedes is, though. In a straight line. We're burning all the battery that we have. George Russell will attack us. Down in towards this braking zone. Around the outside we go. George Russell still there. And not anymore. There we go. We've moved past him. Charles Leclerc, I'm going to need you back again. Why is my subs always broken? What do you mean, Just Little Toxic? What do you mean? You weren't here, Just Little Toxic. I asked you what you wanted for your name tag on the Christmas tree. But you didn't reply, so I gave you a gift tag. And you are now, your name is now on the Christmas tree behind us. Come on, come on, come on. Let's keep pushing. George Russell behind at the moment. Let's see what we can do. He used ERS to get out. Impressive. Come on, come on, come on. George Russell goes on the attack. He'll go to the outside line. We'll defend the inside. He'll break later than me, but we will get the inside line. And he cannot perform the up and under. And we will hold on to the lead of the race for the time being. 8 laps out of 19. Oh shit, that's cool. Sorry, work had me. All good, Just Little Toxic. All good. Your name is at the bottom of the Christmas tree. I was explaining earlier, every 5 gifted subs will move you up a tier of the Christmas tree. And then at the end of the stream, whoever gifts the most subs will be on the star. They will be at the top of the Christmas tree for the last stream. Right, through the final corner there. And now we burn the battery. Let's see. We are at Kota. Keep going, pal. Never give up. Never give in. Exactly. Exactly. Come on, come on, come on. Just George Russell going for the attack. He's got some great straight line speed. We're going to have to outbrake him. Down into this corner. Keep it tight on the inside, and there we go. We've got him. We've got him. Us, not Vegas. No, it's not Vegas. It's Kota. What engine sound is that? It is a V10. Who will win the 2025 championship? I think Lando Norris will win it. How do you get a V10? Anything that you're hearing or seeing that is different to the F1 game is all mods. And you can find 90% of the mods that I use on overtake.gg. We are doing a great job at the moment. Defending from these guys behind us. Utilizing the battery. I'm trying to back up George Russell, but it's not quite working just yet. As here comes George Russell again. In the slipstream of me. Down in towards the first corner. They'll go to the outside line. Once again. Breaking up the light box. Getting the inside line. Squeezing out George. And there we go. Go, Charles. Where are you? Come on, Charles Leclerc. We need Charles Leclerc on the attack, chat. We need Charles Leclerc to be attacking George Russell. If we want to gain more points on George in the championship, which is that is what we want. Oh my god, George had a little look there. He had a little look. George Russell is really struggling against you. He's doing a fantastic job, but so are we. We are just managing him very well. We've got him in our back pocket at the moment. We're not trying to drive away at the moment. That's not what we want. By the way, how far are you off 70k? Well, on YouTube, I think we've hit 70k. We were like 3 subs away. Here we go. Here comes George Russell again. Nice and easy. Around the outside. And there we go. Beautiful. Holding onto it still. Backing them all up. As we get to the final lap, I will just go really defensive through here. And I will back them up. In an attempt for George Russell to be overtaken by Charles Leclerc. I'm doing well, Frenchie. How are you doing? I completed my first ever 100% race with 0 assists, 0 rewinds, and 95% AI last night. Nice. Let's go. Started P6, ended P2 at Silverstone. That is huge. Hang on a minute. Let me get through this corner, burn the battery. Finally started to get better at managing lack of TC. That is what we love to see. That is what we love to see. Good stuff. Keep it going. Keep getting better and better. As George Russell has a look around the outside. Keep on pushing. As Just a Little Toxic comes in with another 5 gifted subs. That's 10 gifted subs on the channel. We will move you up after the race, Just a Little Toxic. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Thank you very much to you. And I think that's hit our sub goal for the stream. As Senna now crops into the top 5. Something has happened to Antonelli in this race to drop them back behind Ayrton Senna. I think Antonelli is dropping positions, maybe has some sort of issue in the race as George Russell goes up the inside. We're going to go around the outside, compromise George's line, try and get the traction off the corner, and immediately go defensive against George Russell in this race. SCO Insane, thank you for the follow. Here comes George on the left-hand side. They might get it way before the braking zone, but they go inside line, around the outside we try. On George Russell, wheel to wheel between myself and the Mercedes driver. Back up the inside through this corner. It's still wheel to wheel between the two of us. George Russell will keep himself in there. We will go the long way through the left-hander, give them the inside line, but get the traction off the corner to hold on to the lead of this race. What a battle we are having at the moment. What a battle. George Russell is doing everything that they can to try and get past us. We're doing everything we can to try and get him overtaken by other drivers without it being too illegal or too aggressive. I kept it in 4th gear there. That is not ideal, as George Russell is going to have a great opportunity to go for the overtake down in towards this corner. Can we brake later than him? We can try. Up the inside, it'll be wheel to wheel. Out of this corner, it'll be side by side with George. Through the right-hander. Can we keep it? Yes, we can. Just about. And there we go. Ahead of George Russell once again in this race. And this is exactly what we've just got to keep on trying to do. The more we go will to it with George Russell, the more it will compromise him and allow an opportunity for Charles Leclerc to maybe just sneak up the inside, take back that P2. And that is 2 points gained in the championship. I know it's not a lot. But remember, chat, we need to take every point for what it's worth. Every single point over George Russell that we can in this championship fight. So let's keep on going. Game Face D8, thank you for the follow. Ash as well. As here comes George Russell once again. I don't need to defend the inside line this corner. I quite like the outside line through here. So brake later. And George Russell through this corner around the outside. Keep it in third gear. Nice traction off the corner. And there we go. Holding the position against George Russell. And we're just going to try and take it nice and easy. Through here, Russell has a little look up the inside. I missed the apex because of him. Thank you for the follow, Scully. And Koz, thank you very much. Thank you, hello. Thank you for the follows, guys. Thank you, NATO, Anzi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can we win this race, chat? One in the chat if you believe that we can. We've got a yellow flag behind us. Who is that dropping off? It is a Red Bull. It looks like it's Yuki Tsunoda. No, who's in the Red Bull? Is it Yuki Tsunoda? It is Yuki Tsunoda. Here comes George Russell again. This time the inside line. I wasn't defending well this time. I want the outside line. Actually, I want the inside line usually over George Russell. He's got the line now. We're going to go the long way. Or the inside line through turn 2. And we've got him. We've got him. Whew. I'm having to do so much thinking whilst going around the circuit that it is stopping me from saying what I want to say, as Yuki Tsunoda is confirmed to be out of this race. That is a position gained, hopefully, for my own teammate. Where is he running? Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.7 seconds.
6-7. Come on, come on, come on.
Time last lap.
Push, push, push.
1 minute 37.8.
They're in 12, so they're outside the points at the moment. It's not great. Here comes George Russell again. Wants the outside line, weirdly enough. But there wasn't enough room there. It was always going to close. It's going to be side by side in towards this corner with George Russell. Can they keep it? They can. No, they can't. And there we go. Back in front. Lap 12. Out of 19. Let's keep going. Oh, hell no. Listen, okay? He said 6.7, all right? Allow it. Allow it. It was Mark. It was Mark. I have 2 phones. I'm watching you live in TikTok and YouTube. Nice, Milo. Nice. Here comes George Russell on the inside. Has that just gifted George Russell a chance for the win? No, it has not. We go deep into the corner. And that has allowed Charles Leclerc to find their way through. Now do we just drive? Holding up Charles Leclerc was not working last time around. So now we just drive. Now we don't focus on holding up the cars behind us because it wasn't working last time with Charles Leclerc, and George Russell managed to find their way through. So instead, we keep on pushing. Charles Leclerc having a look on the inside. It's not going to happen. But maybe this is still the way. Maybe we're not going to be able to drive away from Leclerc. And if we drive away from Leclerc, it gives Russell DRS on Leclerc. But then Leclerc cannot defend. So actually, it might be wiser to keep it in none mode. Keep doing what we're doing. Burn the battery on the straights. Looking at tyre wear, 21% at the moment. These tyres are perfectly fine in this race. If we win this race, it was all done in those first couple of laps. And we pushed so hard to stay with George Russell to get the DRS and to go for the overtake. Lap 13 out of 19. Charles Leclerc will be having a look at us. Can't go for it. Antonelli back into the top 5. And Charles Leclerc does get overtaken by George. Hold on to it, Leclerc. Come on. Hold on to it, hold on to it, hold on to it. Come on, Leclerc, come on. Going to defend the inside line because that's going to compromise George. It doesn't compromise George. Come on, Leclerc. Go, 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 go. Come on. Hold on to it. You can do this, Charles. And he has. Let's go. Charles Leclerc holds on to P2. If I only gain 2 points in this race, I will take those 2 points. Those 2 points could be the difference between champion and not being champion at the end of the season. Thank you much, Atomic Sniper, for a 20 stream streak. That's crazy. That is crazy. Am I taking a break this month? We will be... our last stream will be on the 21st of December because I go to the UK for Christmas. And so here comes Charles Leclerc having a look into the fast S's, unable to find their way through. And we will carry on defending this position till the end of the race, chat. As for Max Verstappen has overtaken George Russell. Let's go. Let's go, Max. Let's go. Right. Come on. Come on. This is exactly what we need. Exactly what we need in this race. That's 3 points gained at the moment. The Mercedes may be struggling with tyre wear. Maybe dropping off. Come on, come on, come on. When's the next stream? We're live this week. Today. Thursday. Saturday and Sunday. What country do you live in? If you don't live in the UK, I live in the Netherlands. As Russell now gets back past Max Verstappen, but they've dropped off away from Charles Leclerc. So maybe we look at driving away in this race rather than trying to defend. Well, I don't think it's going to be possible because that Mercedes is just so good. I feel like it's going to catch us up anyway. As long as we're not fighting with Leclerc, it might be okay. Let's keep on pushing. In medium mode now. Charles Leclerc 2 tenths behind us. Just keep on trying to push without losing too much time. Going on to lap 15 of this 19-lap race. George Russell out of the DRS range of us. Max Verstappen, I think, just about in the DRS range of George Russell, but I doubt they're going to be able to overtake or attack him in the race at the moment. Let's keep pushing, though. 1.6. Can we keep George Russell out of the DRS of Charles Leclerc? That's got to be the aim right now. To allow Max Verstappen the opportunity to go on the attack of George Russell. But I feel like that Mercedes is just too good. But it's going to be a little bit too difficult, chat, to try and do that. I'm going to try and tow Charles Leclerc away from George, but it's difficult. He's there. He is right there, chat. Go, 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 go. Burn the battery, and I think George Russell does have the DRS on Charles Leclerc. This series on YouTube, we are live on YouTube right now. And I've made a new YouTube channel for all of my stream highlights, which is Hayden Gullis Plus. But if you want to go check out all of my other socials, same name, across all different platforms. All right, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Keep pushing. Let's see what we can do. George Russell back into DRS range on us. So it's back to doing what we were doing before. Maintaining and managing this position. Obviously, this works really well for the sprint race. The main race is going to be different. Out of DRS to guarantee the points. It's going to be tough. These guys are fast behind us. We're pretty much an equal car with the Ferrari. We're slower than the McLaren. And we are definitely slower than the Mercedes. And George Russell is so good. This is a sprint race, yes. We've got the main race coming up, which will be a lot more laps. Come on, come on, come on. Nice and easy through there. 19 laps so far done of the first race of the day. Then we're going to get another qualifying session here in Kota, followed by another 100% race. We've got to watch George Russell behind. We've got to defend where George Russell is trying to have a look on Charles Leclerc. Because I want Charles Leclerc in P2. I want George Russell in P3. I would love Max Verstappen in P3, but I don't think it's going to happen. It might be more difficult as well for Charles Leclerc to be in P2 because that Mercedes is so quick. It's caught up a lot of time on the straight there compared to Charles. We'll keep on doing what we're doing though, chat. Baker, Kota, nice. Welcome in, Baker. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. And George Russell is so good. Yeah, he's doing a mighty job at the moment in this race. The championship leader by a long way at the moment. And we are going to try our best to close up what is a huge gap in the championship. 117 points. Max Verstappen has only just managed to almost catch up. 104 points. Well, he has done on Oscar Piastri. Oh my God, I'm not using battery. No, no, no. That's a mistake from me. Not using battery here. Up the inside. Where's Leclerc going? I don't know what line Leclerc was trying through the corner there. But we were able to switch it back, find the inside line, and get back past Leclerc. That was lucky. That was so, so lucky. Oh my God. But we've held on to it. We're back in the lead. And Charles Leclerc is still in P2 in this race. And we've got to make sure we remember, put it in to overtake mode on the straights. Do not put it in none. Otherwise, we will forget Charles Leclerc having a look up the inside. It's going to compromise himself, sadly. We've got to give him the room. We've got to give him the space. As soon as I look away, you almost gave up the lead. Almost. But we're holding on to it very well at the moment. As Leclerc defends from George Russell. Come on, Leclerc. Hold the place. Hold the place. No mistakes from here, George. I mean, Leclerc. No mistakes from here. George, if you can make mistakes, that would be great. Just one little error. That'd be great for the championship. We still need engine failures in the championship. So we would like some of those to happen. As we're going to find our way through here. 2 laps of the race left to go. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. The AI will always have a lot more battery at the end of the race. They're going to hold on to it. So they're going to be really quick down the straights at the end of the race. 1 in the chat if you think we can hold on to this. 2 in the chat if you don't. Leclerc not having a look, not close enough. We can hold on to it for another lap. At least into turn 1. Which, surprisingly, I feel like is their best chance of overtaking me. That's where I feel like I'm weakest. Turn 1 in this race. Down in towards the back straight. I feel like I'm quite good under braking there. And I'm able to hold on to that one a lot better. Nice and smooth through here. There we go. That's nice. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Henry, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Sergio as well. Thank you for the follows, guys. Keep them coming. Every follow gives me a little bit of extra brake horsepower. Helps me go faster in this race. Do I have mod? I do have mods. Max is 2 tenths behind George. Come on, Max. Not anymore. And Russell does get past Charles Leclerc. Back to defending. Back to defending. Can George Russell sneak it away from us at the end, though? That's what we have to be worried about, chat. George Russell in that Mercedes is super quick, especially on the straights, especially with the battery that he has. A little lift through here to settle the car. Get George Russell in my dirty air and give the drivers behind maybe an opportunity to go for the overtake. All right, let's focus on this corner. George has a look. Senna and Verstappen are fighting with each other. Let's burn the battery. All the way down into turn 1. Here comes George Russell in that Mercedes. Unable to overtake into the first turn. Does have a look around the outside, though. Tries the switchback. We stop the car on the apex. Park the bus to stop any attempt of a switchback maneuver through that corner. George Russell still on the back of us. We're not going to do anything dirty because that will compromise our own race. Could get a penalty. Could have a crash as Charles Leclerc now overtaken by George Russell. It's going to make things very difficult as those two are going side by side. So now it is a flat-out battle between myself and George Russell in this race. Russell has a look. He will get DRS as well. But he is compromised on the inside. And away we go. Burn the battery. All of the battery. Come on. Come on. Push, 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 push. All of the battery here. We have enough. George Russell will not get close enough. And now we park the bus, chat. Now we park the bus to try and see if Max Verstappen can attempt anything. Down in towards this corner. Oh, we run it wide. Could that be enough for George Russell to come through? No, it's not. George Russell unable to find anything there. Come on, Max. Come on. Come on. It's not close enough. I don't think it's going to happen, chat. I don't think it's going to happen. Where's George Russell going to go? We're going to defend the inside line. What have I done? I was too focused on George that we bottled it at the end. No! What have we just done?
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done.
What did we do? I was too focused on George Russell that I didn't just bring it home. That is so stupid. That is so stupid. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you all for watching. That's the end. See you later. We're never going to come back. Never streaming again. I'm out. Idiot. Idiot. What an idiot. You're an idiot. No. Oh my God. I can't believe we did that. I can't believe we did that. We just gave him 2 points over us. We were 1 point ahead. We gave him 2 points. Spent the entire time first and bottled it like Arsenal. Oh, my days. I'll show you what we did. Let's watch it back. I'll show you exactly what we did, chat. All right, and exactly what I was thinking. There was a lap where George got past Leclerc. Was it this lap here? Yes. Okay, I was trying to replicate this lap. George was on my outside, and then he backed off, right? And allowed Charles Leclerc through. That's what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do on the final lap. And instead, he wasn't alongside. I thought he was there. I was too busy looking at my mirrors. And I just ran wide. That is the most stupid thing I think I have ever done in racing. We just basically said, we did a Kimi Antonelli, except we actually let him through rather than making a mistake. We basically said, George Russell, I want you to win the championship. And there we go. Bye-bye. That's what I just did. Now, you let him through for his championship charge. I'm such an idiot, chat. I'm such an idiot. The only thing that we can be happy about is I'm so glad we did not do that in the main race. If we'd have done that in the main race, that would have been so much worse. Because that would have been a 14-point swing. The only time I see you live and you bottled it. We've got another race coming up. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves in this next race coming up. But that was an L. Right, just a little toxic. We're going to move you up the Christmas tree. We're going to move just a little toxic up the Christmas tree. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Right, so that's one level. That's another level. We're going to put you there. You're just in front of Shuckle now. Your name tag is just in front of Shuckle. I don't know. Hang on. What if we take the wheel off? Ah! You're there! Your name tag is now there, just little toxic. You're moving up the Giftmas tree. Okay, right. Just focus on yourself next time. I know. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Everyone in the chat, you're allowed to call me an idiot, okay? This is your chance. You are allowed to call me an idiot. Thank you much for everyone for the follows. Baker, thank you for the follow. Addictive viewing. I'm glad that you're enjoying it, even though we are an idiot, okay? Should have just sent it rather than worrying about backing up. If we just sent it, it would have just been a fight between me and Russell anyway. That car is so quick that it will be difficult. But we shall see. Right, let's go to the qualifying then, chat, for the main race. And I forgot to change my engine.
It's a United States love affair with Formula One at the moment. So what
I deserve a follow for that bottling. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. Jack Henry as well. Thank you for the follow.
It's the circuit of the Americans.
Welcome in. Welcome in.
It's qualifying.
Sir Gat, please can we speak in English? Just because I don't know what you're saying. My mods don't know what you're saying. And they will just put you on a timeout if you carry on. Nothing against anyone who's not speaking in English. It's just we don't know what you're saying. We've got a fuel system fault. That's all okay. AI difficulty is 110. You're not an idiot. You're just creating content and drama. Honestly, swear on my life, I did not do that on purpose. We were backing him up on purpose. And I told you what I was trying to do. We just failed trying to be smart. And sometimes, chat, that's why you don't try and be smart. Because it will backfire. Congrats on 70k. We've done it on YouTube. Let's go. 70k on the YouTube channel. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Right. Fuel system. That's all fine. We're going to fast forward anyway. Let's get your predictions in the chat then. For the qualifying session, where do you all think we're going to qualify, chat? Where do you think we are going to qualify for the main race? We qualified P3 last time around. We still have a worse engine in the car. Our engine isn't great. It is 42% worn. It will be okay, and it will survive the race. We are just maybe going to be struggling at the end of the race in terms of top-end speed compared to, like, our 15% engine. But it's okay. We've still got a lot of races to go. I need to save this engine for Brazil, for Vegas, Qatar, Mexico, and Abu Dhabi. So there's a lot of races to try and do this engine without taking a penalty. Unless we feel like Qatar, we have a lot of pace around there, and we can maybe make up the positions. Again, I'm only going to do one lap, actually. I'm only going to do one lap. We have got in the chat. Craig says P2. Jacob says P2. Never seen you drive before. That's okay. Welcome in, Mayday. Hopefully you didn't see the bottle. Hayden G Fan says P3. Gameface says P5. Serga says P2. V2B says P3. Wolfie P1. Howell Brooks says P3. Tiz says P5. Hamish P6. Toby says P4. Gunso says P4. Steve P5. Jay Fry says P1. Oof, the main race in the rain. That's going to be tough. It's going to be interesting at the end with a bit of rain coming down. It will shake up strategies and will make things, yeah, as I say, very, very interesting how it all plays out. I don't know how it's going to play out. I'm excited to see it. Street Mushroom says P6. Can we race together? Yes, you can race against me. You've got to join our streams on a Saturday and a Sunday. If you are not already a follower of the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. Therefore, you will never miss when we do one of those races. I'm just going to quickly feed my Snorlax on my Pokemon Sleep app. And then we will get into it, chat, okay? We will get into it. We're going to do one lap on a set of soft tires. That will give us a set of soft tires for the race if we want to use them. Now, there's no guarantee that we are going to use them. I don't know what I would use them for at the moment. But you never know. You never know if we need soft tires at any situation. So let's just give us the option to have the soft tires. And that is what we want. I'm going to go all in and guess P1. Let's go. Norris, thank you for the follow. Bylap, thank you for the follow. Is that a Grookey behind you? Him right there. It sure is. Little Grookey. One of my faves. Grookey and Fampi, who's here. They're my faves. They are my fave Pokemon. If it's just one lap, soft is fine. Yeah, how are soft tires around here anyway? I don't actually know. They might not be a good tire around here. It might be worth just burning them. Hey, and I love your stream so much. I stay up until 12 AM all night watching you. I appreciate the love and support, Hamish. Thank you very much. Right, finish feeding my Snorlax. That's all done. Okay, right, that's done. Let's get into it then, chat. Let's accelerate the time. We're going to go with 2 minutes 30 left on the clock. And we're going to see what we can do there. What wheel do I have? I have a Fanatec CSL DD+. That is the wheel that I have. 2 minutes 30. There we go. Let's go on track. Drive out. And we're going to see what we can do. I'm getting into F1. I want you, chat, to introduce me to the interesting sport. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's boring. I'm not going to lie. But it's one of those things that you just love. You just keep coming back because those times that it is amazing, you are rewarded by it. But if you want to watch real life F1 this weekend, is a great opportunity to do so because we have a championship battle on our hands. 3 drivers fighting for the championship, which hasn't happened since 2010. 3 drivers all in contention of the championship going into the final race of the season. So very, very exciting. And we will see what we can do. Max Verstappen, one of the championship challengers. He's 12 points back. He was 104 points back about 6 races ago. So it's crazy. F1 is like Marmite. Yeah, but we watch because you don't know which race is going to be a banger and which is going to be boring. And you don't want to miss the bangers, okay? You're addicted because you know. You know at some point they're going to give you something good, something exciting to watch. As I've got a McLaren behind me, we don't want to give them any gains, any DRS. It's highly unlikely that Piastri wins, but there is still a chance. You would have said the same about Sebastian Vettel in 2010. He was 15 points away from Fernando Alonso. However, Sebastian Vettel won it. So, never say never. Anything can happen. And sometimes in Formula 1 it does. So we shall see. Right. Let's get ready for our own qualifying lap. Senna's on pole at the moment. He's behind us on a lap right now. But we're not really holding him up, so that's fine. And let's see what we can do on our own lap, chat. 1 in the chat if you think we can go for pole position. 2 in the chat if you don't. And let's push the battery. DRS wide open. And blast it down the start-finish straight for our lap here in Kota. And we've had, obviously, a sprint race to get our eye in for this lap. Not the best first corner. A little bit wide of the apex. As is Senna starting a lap? I'm not too sure. We don't want to be racing on our qualifying laps. Please, Senna, do not battle me on your qualifying lap. This is not what we need for our championship charge. Come on, come on, come on. He actually is. He's pushing. Why is he so close to me? What is this? Why is he here on his qualifying lap? I don't like this. He's going to overtake me, isn't he? He's actually going to overtake me, chat. We're going to go side by side in this corner. We're going to ruin each other's laps. No, 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 no. Senna, please. Senna, please. He's going to have DRS and slipstream. He's going to have greater straight line speed. Senna, don't do it. Please, stay away. Okay. He hasn't gone for it. I've gone deep, though. That's not going to help my lap. Come on, come on, come on. No purple sectors so far. As long as I can put myself in the top 5, we have a good chance in this race. Remember, it's going to rain at the end. That could throw something interesting into the mix at the end of the race. Come on, come on, come on. Keep pushing all the way through the right-hander into Hayden Gullis' bottle corner, which is a bottle there. That was slow. That was not great. Too early on the turn and cut the corner a lot there and push it to the line. What can we do? What is it good enough for? It is only good enough for P7. It is only good enough for P7, which is okay. I think Senna just put me under too much pressure. I buckled under the pressure of having Senna right behind me on that lap, which was very frustrating. Senna, though, puts it on pole ahead of George Russell. Yuki Tsunoda P4. Charles Leclerc down in P8 as well, so not a good qualifying for myself or Charles Leclerc. Where's my teammate? Where is my teammate? P16, not great. Not great. Yeah, like or hate the guy. He's been decent the last couple of years. And this year, he has made a heck of a comeback. The comeback story would be amazing. Yeah. I would love to see the comeback story, but I also would have a preference that I would like to see Piastri win it. Senna got a good slipstream from you on that lap. I don't even think that was his pole lap. I think the lap before was his pole lap. Unlucky, mate. You're going to win the GP. Let's see what we can do. What happened to Fernando? What, in 2010? He boxed early to try and cover off Mark Webber, who is his closest championship rival. Got stuck behind a car. And then couldn't overtake him for the whole race. And Vettel won the race and won the championship. Okay, then. Let's see what we can do. It's going to rain at the end of this race. We're starting P7. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, chat. Let's get your predictions in the chat. Where do you think we are going to finish in this race? Hayden, are there any other games you play or sports you follow? I loosely follow football. I used to play football for real. Maybe about 5 years ago. But less than that. I'd say less than that. 5 years more seriously. But yeah, now this is my full-time job. I'm scared of getting injured, okay? P3 because wing in the rain. I'm hoping that the rain's going to help us, but you never know. You never know. It all depends on the strategy that those drivers pick. I've been watching how silly Lance Stroll has been over the years. Every when do you stream? We stream usually 3 times a week. This week is going to be 4 times. Get yourself in the Discord, and we'll see. Ryan, why is it now P4 that's entered this? P4, P3, P2, or P1? P4 for Dan. From what I've seen, P2 is guaranteed. Dylan, P2. P1 from Toby. As a diehard Vettel fan, I agree, but Max has a chance to break the curse of 4 championships in a row for Red Bull. Mr. Berger, thank you very much for the follow. Gunso, P3. Retty, P3. May Day says P4. Joshua says P4. Weedy B says DNF. Get your predictions in chat. Harold Brooks says P5. How is Yuki in the sprint qualifying ahead of Max? Is Yuki's just that good? He's just him. Podium for sure, says Logaris. Ryano says P3. Give us a podium. I would try our best. We need to beat George Russell. We lost out to him last time. It can't happen again, chat. It can't happen again. Otherwise, the championship is going to be difficult to close up. Aiden Gamer says P2.
Okay, here we go.
Right, my name is Ash. Welcome in, Ash. Hello, hello, hello. Podium for sure. Let's see what we can do. Right. Let's load up into the race. And let's see what we can do. Right, so personalized strategy. Is our tyre wear better or worse? I don't know. It doesn't really... I think it's worse. Yeah, it's worse. Our lap times are worse. Okay. We projected we can do faster... What? I don't get it. I think that's just because the softs are at the end. That's really weird. Okay, 2-stopper is looking like the way to go, but it is supposed to rain at the end. I think we go softs. We go aggressive. We do an undercut, but we also have a little look for what the weather is going to do. Okay? Medium hard could be an option as well, especially with the rain on its way. It is saying it's about 20 seconds slower, though. Tyre wear, not great. So that would be there. It is saying it's slower. I think, chat, we push. Risky, finish soft in the rain. Not a bad option. But I think this is better. Not going to lie. I think with the undercut, the 15 laps on the softs. What do you think, chat? 1 in the chat for the 1-stopper, the hard, then the medium. 2 in the chats for the soft, medium, medium. 1 in the chat for the 1 stop, 2 in the chat for the 2 stop. 1 in the chat for the 1 stop, 2 in the chat for the 2. A lot more people saying 2. Sounds good to me. Let's do it. Let's do it then. Soft tyres the starts on. Aggressive at the start of the race to make up positions. Weather report.
Conditions look stable.
Okay, no rain for now. That's good. That's good. We'll have the option to either go to hard tyres. I didn't feel like hard tyres were the best. I didn't feel like they were the best. But whilst we're on the Formation Lap chat, you know what we're going to ask. We need to know, because it's crucial for the stream, how internationale we are today. So I want to know from everybody in chat, where are you watching from in the world right now? Michelle, welcome in. Good to have you. We've got Boston. We've got Yamama. Wow, rude. India, Sweden, UK, Wales, Australia, Malaysia, Greece, Indiana, New Zealand, Walsall, Leicester, Scotland, Italy, Bora Bora, Azerbaijan, New York, Malaysia, South Africa, Indonesia, Bahrain, Australia, Florida, Australia, West Sussex. Hello, mother in the chat. Florida, India, Bucks, Brazil, Nebraska, sunny Bognor Regis. Romania, Texas, Sudan, Ukraine, Romania, Nambia, Mars, Southampton, South Africa, India, Finland, Britannia, Iraq, Liverpool, rainy Manchester, Brazil, Greece, Switzerland, California, Brunei, Bracknell. You are the new Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide. Exactly. That's going to reset me on the grid, isn't it? No! Me and Botoletto are going to be reset on the grid. No! Watching from prison, Reading, Indiana. Do you actually read all the chats on every platform? Of course we do. I've got YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick. I can see every single one of you right now. Austria, Australia. Do we have damage? No, we do not. We just start on the grid. Dublin. We've got the Netherlands. Camera settings. Where is camera settings? Who is camera settings? Italia, German, Malaysia. Seems like so much having to keep up with all of them. It is a lot, and we do try our best. But I apologize to anybody if I do miss your messages. But as I say, I've got 4 chats that I've got to keep up with. I'm watching on the beach right now. Let's go. I said wait to the read. Damn, sorry, brother. No, it's fine. It's not your fault. It won't affect the race. We won't have any damage. It's all okay. It's all okay. Right, we are very internationale today in the stream, which is good to know. And let's see what we can do off the start of this race, chat. We're going aggressive because we have to. We have to push pedal to the metal. And we have to go, 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 go. And it's lights on, it's engines revving. And we go racing here at the American Grand Prix. And it is a good start, but a little bit of wheel spin as Senna defends the inside line from George Russell. We're going to sneak up the inside of Max Verstappen. I don't want to go too aggressive too early on. I want to gain places, but I don't want to cause myself any damage in the race. And it is George Russell who slots in behind Ayrton Senna, with Kimi Antonelli currently in 3rd place. We're on softs, as is Antonelli. So let's see if we can get the jump on George Russell early on in this race. Senna finding the pace very, very quickly. I'd like Antonelli to be ahead of George Russell, but we'd also like Senna to be there as well. And let's see what we can do. We don't have the greatest straight line speed. We know that already, but let's see what we can do around the outside here of Antonelli. If we can find the gap, which we can, we find the traction off of the corner. But the straight line speed for that Mercedes driver is going to keep them in the mix all the way down in towards this corner. Here comes Antonelli having a look up the inside. Don't want to lose too much time going side by side with the Mercedes driver, but we do have to leave them the room. We've gone deep into the corner with a lack of grip at this early stage of the race. And there we go, ahead of Antonelli, up into P3. And now we have George Russell on medium tyres with Senna ahead on the softs. No sign of rain at the moment. It's going to come right at the end if it happens. Weather reports.
No rain expected.
See, no rain expected at the moment.
For the time being. Okay,
And George Russell, sadly, is going to get DRS off of Senna in these early stages of the race. So we've got to make sure that we have a lot down in towards these corners. If these two go side by side into turn 1, that's only going to help me, chap. That's only going to help me. What Merc livery is that? They're running a Vodafone livery. They're now sponsored by Vodafone. I like it. I think it looks really nice. The red and the black looks great in my opinion. And then we've got McLaren with the Singapore from last season special livery, the white and the papaya. As we're going to be keeping close here with George Russell and Senna as much as we can. Through the S's, we'll be compromised by Dirty Air. I need to try and hold on for DRS though. That's what we need here. We need the DRS. Even if we can't get the overtake done, the DRS will just help us, as George Russell will go on the attack of Senna this lap. We get very close in the braking zone, which keeps me happy. 4 attempts now to George Russell, but I think the straight line speed for Russell will get him past Senna and won't be able to allow me to go for the overtake. Here comes Russell on the outside line. Easy overtake for him on Ayrton Senna. Can we have a look as well? Not quite. Can we get past? I need to go for it. We're going to go for it on the inside of Senna. Oh, he nearly turns into me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Push, push, push. And he's getting that DRS of George. We can't let him get away. We cannot let George Russell get away, chat. We've got to keep on pushing. I need to stay in the DRS just like I did in the sprint race. Utilize the soft tires. Go aggressive. Try and stay with George here. I just need that DRS. If we are within 0.5 of a second down that back straight, we will get past him and we will take the lead of the race. But that Mercedes is so quick. The mighty Mercedes, even with DRS, George Russell slightly getting away from me. Down in towards turn 1, late on the brakes, heavy with fuel. Got to be aware of that. Got to push the car with the battery here. And how quick are we going to be in the S's? Heavier car. Dirty Air. I thought I saw a back marker then in the distance, but I don't know what my eyes were deceiving me with. But it looked like something. I'm really not too sure what it was. Come on, come on, come on. Nice and easy through here. This is good. This is good. I just need to be within 5 attempts of George Russell coming out of this corner, which I think I can do. We're very good in this braking zone. Get the traction. Come on, car. Come on. Let's go. 30% on the battery. 5 tenths of a second of George Russell. Can we gain down this straight? We've not got a lot of battery, but if we can go for one big old lunge on George, he'll go defensive. We'll go around the outside if we can. Oh my God, he's just moved into me. What is that from George? Oh my God, so aggressive. Where is he going? Back up the inside on George. If he's going to be aggressive, I'm going to be aggressive back with him. Moving across on me in the braking zones. Oh, that's deep into the corner. We'll leave the space on the inside. George Russell back there. And now we're going to put it into none mode to go into this strategy once again. On the soft tyres, back them all up. We're doing the undercut, remember? So everybody on the undercut will undercut George Russell if we can back him up here. He's going for a look on the inside. We're going to squeeze him. And that will compromise him in the corner. And this is the tactic now. Back up George Russell. Allow everybody on that undercut to hopefully jump him. Everybody on the softs. And then George Russell has to try and come back through the field. So this is the plan. This is the strategy. Go defensive. Play the long game, chat. Play the long game. What do you think? Is this a good idea? 1 in the chat if you think that this is a good idea. 2 in the chat if you think we should just try to drive on. 1 in the chat if you think this is a good idea to try and back him up. 2 if you think that we should just try and drive on. Not saving as much battery as we were earlier. Not ideal. As here comes George Russell. He will have so much straight line speed. Got to go around the outside into this corner on George. He'll be compromised on the inside. We'll burn the battery. And away we go. A lot of people saying once didn't work well in the sprint race. No, but that was my own fault. That was me trying to be too smart. We're not trying to get him overtaken right now. We're just trying to slow him down. As we go around the outside once again into this corner. George Russell still having a look. And the more that we can battle, the more that we go side by side, the more it's going to help the soft tyre runners. And that's all we're trying to do right now. W Hayden in the chat. Let's go. Take our normal line through here. George Russell trying to stick his nose up the inside. We'll go round the outside through this corner. Has got the battery. That's okay with me. We put it into none mode. We'll get him back. We'll get him back down into turn 1. We'll have the DRS. We'll have the battery. We'll get him back into turn 1. Go, 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 go. Push, push, push. All of the DRS. George Russell will go defensive. It won't be enough, though. Up the inside on George. Still wheel to wheel with the Mercedes driver. We both get the traction off the corner. And the more that we fight, the more that we back each other up, the better it will be for everybody. George still there through the S's side by side. And this is great news for us and our tactic at the moment. Do the undercut. Back everybody up with the undercut right now. Only 40% battery though, so that's not ideal. And George Russell will get DRS on me right now. What was the result in the sprint? Russell beats us because I was trying to be too smart. Trying to do a similar thing. Right, come on, come on, come on. Burn the battery. Russell will get an attack on me. Not the greatest of exits. We'll put him slightly under pressure to Kimi Antonelli here. See what we can do. Worst thing, the one thing we don't need is the weather to come in whilst he's still on the medium tyres. And he gets a free pit stop. Weather report.
No threat of rain for the
That's
time
perfect.
being.
No
Conditions
threat
look
of
good.
rain.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at
Once
the
again,
moment.
going for up the inside here. And once again, I leave the space, but this time I hold on to it. Come on, come on, come on. Can we do this, chat? With your commentating, I feel like I'm watching an actual F1 race. Yeah, that's what we like to hear. That's what we try to do. And we're just going to take it nice and easy. Save the tyres at the moment. Don't push too hard. We're leading this race with Lewis Hamilton from the 2016. It nearly worked in the sprint. Just do it again, but better. Copy, copy. Here comes George Russell on the inside into turn 1. We're going to hold it from George, and they are unable to find a way through, and this is fine. The gaps are starting to spread out a little bit. Of course, I want those guys on brand new tyres to be faster than George. So we're going to take it easy on the tyres. We're going to lift a little bit through here to not lean too much on the soft tyres to give us the best traction off of the straights. And everybody's going to get really frustrated. I'm doing the Fernando Alonso tactic. This DRS train is massive. It sure is. This is the Fernando Alonso tactic, chat. Hold everybody back. And we're attempting the undercut on George Russell. But here he goes. Here he goes. We're going to force him to the inside line. Very compromised. Very tight on that inside line. Unable to do anything there, though. Will he go back to the racing line, down in towards this corner? We can brake later than him. Around the outside of George. Can we find the gap? Can we find the space? Gonna have to send it back up the inside. We do that. Still wheel to wheel with George. We're not letting him go. We're not letting him have it easy. Around the outside of George Russell here. Compromise. Hey, that's a corner cut. Get out of there. He gave the position back. It's all good. It's all good. Come on. Where you go, I go. What you see, I see. Yeah, get the Skyfall playing. Right, Russell is definitely putting a lot of pressure on me at the moment. But we've still got 10 laps to go. 10 laps of this to go. But we need to do it a bit more effectively, I think. Because Russell is putting the pressure on. He's got the inside line. It's not working as well as it was earlier on. Big up the inside. Oh, oh my God. Big tank slapper. That was crazy. Can we go side by side through the S's here? We're going to try it. Side by side of the S's. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Huge. From nearly losing the rear end, nearly crashing. So going wheel to wheel the S's and slowing each other down again. We are struggling on the rear tyres now. The soft tyres are depleting. So he's on the outside line this time around. And that might allow Gabriel Bortoleto to have a look. Here we go. Push, push, push. Hayden, how do I know how to cool down my engine in the races? Don't be behind another driver. If you're behind another driver, your engine will overheat. George Russell just gets stuck behind me there. Have a little look up the inside into this corner. We're going to leave the space to George Russell. As they're still there on the outside line. Still there with George, still fighting at the moment. Still giving each other respect, still giving each other room through the corners. He's up the inside again, but we get the traction off the turn. And there we go. We hold on to it, and this train is building larger and larger, and more drivers are getting onto the back of it at the moment. Right, nice and easy through here. Don't let George Russell through again. Come on, come on, come on. And if you are new around here, chat, do hit that follow button. We're live 4 times this week. Is it raining? No, it's just grass on my car. That was really weird. I thought it was raining. That was so strange. Here comes Russell to the outside line again. Nice and easy. Find the grip on the inside. Close the door. There we go. Beautifully done. And we've just got to keep on doing this, chat. Don't lean on the tyres too much. Little lifts through the S's. Nice and easy. Build up the train. And try and compromise George Russell on this strategy. Everybody that's on softs right now should be ahead of George Russell after Russell makes his pit stop, because they should all do an undercut. Unless we fight with each other, we will see. Weather report.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now.
I
Okay,
don't want
dry
rain
seem like the best tyre
in
for
20
now.
minutes. 20 minutes, I think, would still be in their pit window. Quickest lap for a Galaxy, but you have to do this lap. I don't think we're going to do quickest lap, G3. I don't think we're going to do it. We are busy backing up George Russell for the tactic. We've got a strategy right now. The dirty air behind is horrendous. I'm glad I don't have dirty air right now, because I would be struggling a lot. The clouds look like they're going to rain. That is true, but I can tell you it's not going to rain. Not just yet. It will be nearer the end of the race, I think. As we've got Russell and Bortoletto. Unfortunately, other drivers on the mediums. What tyre is my teammate on? Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Is he on softs?
5.7 seconds.
Please be on softs.
Okay, they're on old softs.
Okay, they're on softs. Good, good, good.
14th place.
He will
And
also
time
perform the
last
undercut on
lap
all the medium
was
drivers.
38.3.
I don't know how many drivers are on this strategy. Here comes George Russell again. He's got some great pace on the inside. Here comes Bortoletto. We go for it on the inside of George Russell. Nice and easy on the brakes. Oh, leave the room on the outside of the corner. There we go. We get past George Russell. And Russell now fighting with Bortoletto, but it's not enough. Russell ahead of Bortoletto. They hold on to it for the time being. And we are doing exactly what we need to do, chat, right now. Just defend. Nice and easy. Sainz up into the top 5. Also on soft tyres. As we're creating this huge, huge cluster behind us right now. Huge cluster. Pit stop information. We are boxing on lap 15 of this race. Going to medium tyres. And undercutting the drivers that are currently on medium tyres. That is the plan. That is the strategy. We will start pushing on the last lap of this strategy. Here comes George Russell on the outside line. We're going to brake later than up the inside. Launch it back up the inside. Oh, my car was not downshifting then. And there we go. We hold on to it. Whew. We're really having to hold our pressure right now because they're so quick. Will Russell go to hards? Oh, that is a question. Will he do a one-stop? I don't think so, but we're going to ask. Driver behind.
Okay, Russell's behind you now. Time last lap, 1 minute 39.5. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. Okay, we think they've got 2 stops
Two
remaining.
stops, that's
2
perfect.
Stops remaining.
That's exactly what we want. Oh, that's wide. It's not what we need. That was wide there. I want George to go to the outside. I feel better on the inside of this corner. Nice and easy. On the inside line. George still there. We're going to burn battery to keep it side by side because we want to compromise him. We don't want him to get away. Oh, we're on the outside. He's got it. No, Bortoletto. No, 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 no. Bortoletto, no. Oh, my God. Dirty air's horrible. Oh, my God. I've got so much battery, though, at least. Get the DRS. Come on. It'll be okay, chat. I think it'll be okay. 7 temps, but a lot more battery in our car. Whew. Push, 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 push. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Use the battery, use the DRS. Gain on George Russell. Big send in coming in. Go defensive. Around the outside of George. There we go. Come on. Yes. Got it back. Oh, my God. Pressure was on there. Gabriel Bortoletto just compromised us slightly and nearly allowed the chance for George Russell to drive away. For this strategy to work, I need to hold George Russell up for the laps that we need to do it for, till lap 15. Otherwise, he will have that opportunity to drive away. He's going to have 5 laps in clean air to stop any slower drivers performing an undercut. Just because they've got an undercut tyres does not always mean they're going to be faster. The slower drivers might still be slower than George Russell, even with an undercut. So we do have to be aware of that. Here comes George. He'll go to the outside line again. We're going to fight him. And maybe let's not bother fighting through the first couple of corners. We want to get in front. And we want to maintain the gap, as it looks like Senna, Sainz, all fighting with each other. That's okay with me right now. So here comes George once again. Nice and easy. Save the tyres. The rear tyres definitely slipping from underneath us at the moment in this race. Nice and easy. Save the tyres. Save the tyres. Back the cars up. And that's exactly what we're doing right now, chat. What's my Twitch? I'm live right now on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok, and Kick. And it's all the same name. So whatever platform you're watching right now, it's the same name as you're watching. We've got a yellow flag. If this is a safety car, that really helps our strategy. It is a Audi that has got an issue in this race. The Audi's dropping back. George Russell looking to close the gap down in towards this corner. Can they get the overtake? No, they can't. We want to hold it just in case there is a safety car. Nico Hulkenberg in the Audi out, virtual safety car. Ooh, do we box? I don't think we box. I think we have an opportunity to save some time and get a free pit stop, but I don't think we box. I don't think we box. I think we continue holding up George Russell. Oh my god, we can use virtual safety car with a nice delta to really batch everybody back up. I don't think we box though, chat. I don't think we box. I think we stay as we're doing. I don't think we box. I don't think it's worth it. Because otherwise George Russell will get 10 laps on everybody else. Anybody else boxing? Anybody else on soft tyres boxing? Can't see anybody else coming into the pit lane. So nobody else attempting it. If everybody else boxed, then it would have been a worry, chat. If everybody else made a pit stop then, it would have been a worrying situation. Right, virtual safety car engine.
Safety car is ending.
It's not going to drive through still.
Until we get the green flags. VSC
Watch the
ending.
delta.
Wait for the greens.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. A couple of cars into the pits. I don't think those are cars that we do have to worry about. There's a couple of Aston Martins and an Audi that's made a pit stop. Cars that I will be faster than when I do my undercut, when I've got 3 laps better tyres than them. So they will get a better pit stop. One of them's a Red Bull, actually. So I think we're going to have to get a little bit more of a wriggle on, chat. A little bit more of a move on. Might have to look at covering off those drivers. I'm not too sure. We will see. We will see. The V10 sounds so bad. How dare you? How dare you? Yo, Hayden, could I use track racers hybrid seat? Maybe. Here comes George Russell again on the inside line. We're going to outbrake him. This corner we are good as George Russell again moves into our line. And that will cost us. It's George Russell moving into our line there. And now the tyres dropping off. If we can't get him, we box this lap. We can't get George, we box this lap. Go, go, go. Push, push, push. We need to use the battery here. Oh my god, I can feel the dirty air. Just moved under braking. And just shot us wide. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, slide for him. Yes, yes, yes. More of that, George. More of that. More of that, please. I'm not going to be close enough to go for a move down into here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's stay with him. Let's stay with him if we can. The tyres are dropping off. Our soft tyres are pretty much dead now, chat. Everything we've got, any little bit of grip we've got left in the car, just to try and stay with him. Come on, come on, come on. Any ounce of DRS we can get at the end of this race. Oh, it's so loose. It's all over the place. Give me DRS, please. We get it. Just about. Come on, come on, come on. Anything. I've got no traction whatsoever. Right, I think we're going to have to box this lap. Box this lap. We've done our best. We've done the best that we can. To try and see if we can get them. It's Yuki Tsunoda who's in the box. Not Max Verstappen. He could have a great chance of winning this race because of the strategy that we've been doing. 1 in the chat to box this lap. 2 to stay out. We can stay with George. Stay in the DRS. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I guess we keep matching. Should have boxed under VSC. I mean, it's a great shout. But the strategy was still to hold him up. And we did it for at least another lap or so. Senna's in the box. Okay, they're going early. Okay, we box this lap. We box this lap. Senna's in the box. We've got to try and cover off Senna. Come on, come on, come on. Just wrestling the car around here at the moment. Weather report.
Conditions look stable at the moment. No rain currently expected. Dries definitely seem like the fastest
that's good.
tyre at the moment.
Oh, the car still feels good. It's not as good as those tyres on the mediums. As they are starting, look at the gap that he's getting on the likes of Max Verstappen. We're going to lose DRS here. Okay, we box this lap. Box this lap. Box for medium tyres. Pit confirm. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of
Copy.
this lap.
Good, good, good. Right, Senna has come out just ahead of Yuki Tsunoda, I believe. And now we perform the undercut, chat. To get back in front of George Russell. We'll be on worse tyres, but we've been on worse tyres for a while. And we've still been able to keep him behind us. We've just got to play the game. Come on. So we go attack now. We've gone defensive. Now we go attacking in this race, chat. We go from defending to attacking. All of the soft tyre runners need to box now. So they can undercut George Russell. I don't know how powerful the undercut's going to be. Right, box, 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 box. Medium tyres going onto the car. Let's see what we can do. Catch them all. The power of the quick balls. Exactly. Let's see what we can do. Quick pit stop, guys. Come on. Come on. Ah, come on, guys. Come on. I know it's my own team, but we can't be doing things like that. Let's go. Let's get out ahead of Senna if we can. Nice and easy into this corner. And just about ahead of Ayrton Senna. And now we push. Brand new medium tyres. Let's go. Let's get the jump on George. How many other drivers are going to jump George Russell as well? That is the question that I'm looking for. We'll get that answer at the end of lap 21-22, I think, and find out. It's hammer time indeed. We've already got over a second gap on Paul Aaron, which goes to show just how bad their tyres are back there. But George Russell has a monumental lead over the rest of them. The grip difference is insane. It's so much. I mean, look at that. 2.4 already. 2.4. Why don't you drift? Because drifting's not faster. Bob Roger, Demod, Big Ron, thank you for the follow. Sorry, I've been ignoring chat a little bit so far this race, but we've been full focus mode trying to hold up George Russell. So I appreciate everybody dropping into the stream. Ruben Reed, welcome in. Good to see you here. Kick is better than watching on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, there's no ads on Kick, but I know some people don't like using Kick. YouTube does have a horizontal version of my YouTube channel, by the way. You might find me through my vertical streams. But if you go to my channel, you'll be able to find the normal horizontal streams. I stream both on YouTube. We've got a vertical and a horizontal version. We're horizontal over on Twitch. Your multitasking is good. Thank you, thank you. Right, anybody else in the box? Nobody else in the box? Very surprising. I thought they'd all be boxing lap 15. Those on softs. What is my teammate doing? How long is he going into this race? I want them to be boxing earlier. The earlier that they box, the more of an undercut they can perform on George Russell. And that's what we want, chat. Oh, God, it's so nice to have grip through here again. God, does it feel good. Let's get DRS on Colapinto. And on the other Benetton of Jack Doohan in this race, there's Mattox, Tombau, Ryan, and Heh. Thank you for the follows on TikTok. Right, nice, easy overtake on one of my teammate. We get the traction on Colapinto. And will we get the drive on Jack Doohan as well? It's 9/10 of a second. I don't think we're going to be able to get Doohan into this corner. Oh, no, we will. Oh, we will. Look at this. Look at this. Doohan does try and go defensive. Not worth it, mate. Not worth it. I've got so much more grip than you. Let's go. George Russell's still doing a phenomenal job on these medium tyres. So fair play to him. We're hoping that we can get the undercut, get that position back. And we're also hoping the likes of Senna, Tsunoda, but they're just stuck behind Paul Aaron. How are they unable to overtake the Cadillac car? What are they doing? That is crazy. That is actually crazy. And I think that this is not going to work anymore. Solov into the box. Will not get into my way, but will give me DRS. No, they won't. Okay, no DRS off Solov.
Okay,
they're in the box.
coming in for a stop now.
As is Albon. Right, hopefully those guys don't get held up by a freaking Cadillac car. I can go on the attack of George Russell. Antonelli as well. He's on soft tyres too. I think I might be a kick streamer, but then I don't know what to stream. I'll stream whatever you want, whatever you enjoy. That's the best way to do it. I enjoy playing F1. I get a lot of love and I've got a lot of passion for it. And I feel like that's why maybe people enjoy watching me, because it's something I love. You can tell. You can tell when a content creator enjoys what they're doing and when they don't. So the importance is always to enjoy it. And the more you do something, the better you will get. I was recently just editing the start of my career mode for this big long video I want to make. And I was watching how I was in that first stream on F1 25. Even though I've streamed for years. Hang on, let's just overtake Pierre Gasly here, down in towards the straight. Nice and easy move on Gasly. And there we go, back up to P8. Lawson is up next in the Cadillac, doing a much better job than Paul Aaron. But the difference between me then and me now is actually quite large. That is crazy. But that's just because I've done it a lot since then. Even though I've done it before, it's getting back into the rhythm of streaming and being that entertainer. And I feel like I'm such a different entertainer now to when I was then. Where before you played Animal Crossing. I've actually never played Animal Crossing. If a new game comes out, I will play it, because I know my girlfriend loves it. Doro, thank you very much for the rose. Appreciate you. Right behind Liam Lawson. When will they box? Not yet. We will get DRS. It will be an easy overtake on Liam Lawson, but they are holding me up at the moment. But unlike the other drivers behind me, I'm going to show them how to overtake a Cadillac. Nice and easy. Use the battery. And away we go. I went from struggling with 105 in chat to now racing 110. I know, it is crazy. I do wonder whether my team AI is easier than driver career, because I've definitely felt that. I have felt that. It is weird. I'm not too sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've just got better at racing, but yeah, it did feel weird. As we've got a Toyota of Oliver Behrman up next as we go purple through the first sector. That's exactly what we need to do if we want to try and catch up to George Russell and undercut him, which I think we will do. I'll be very surprised if George Russell boxes and he still comes out ahead of me. I always do a 100% racing career mode. I just love them. I just love doing 100% races. I'm right behind Behrman. We'll get the traction. We don't even need the DRS, but we'll get it anyway. And it will be a fairly simple overtake on the Toyota driver down in towards this corner. Leclerc still out on soft tyres. What are they doing? That's a long stint on the softs, I feel like. Crazy. It sounds so good. I agree. The V10 engine sounds amazing. This track looks fun to drive. Not going to lie. I don't actually enjoy COTA too much. It's one of my least favourite tracks, but I know that a lot of people do enjoy it. And I can see where people would enjoy it. But for me, I don't know. I just struggle a lot around here. As George Russell has got a monumental lead. What do I reckon the gap is? It's got to be less than 20 seconds, surely, to George Russell. As we've got drivers in the pit lane, both Antonelli and Leclerc doing the undercut. I wonder how long George Russell's going to go, as I finally set the fastest lap of the race so far. We are just hoping that there are drivers behind me who can do an undercut. That's all I'm hoping. If George Russell comes out in P2, then my genius tactic has failed, chat. My genius tactic has failed of trying to back him up, get everybody to undercut him, and then it hasn't worked. So we'll see. We will see whether it's worked or not. I am worried that it hasn't worked. That's my biggest worry. How did Bortoleto get into McLaren? We went into this season, and Bortoleto and Senna joined McLaren. I know, crazy. A Brazilian lineup at McLaren. You'd qualify for a football commentator? People say that a lot. Your commentary and interaction is top tier. Appreciate that, TJ. Is the V10 engine a mod? Yes, everything you hear and see that is different, they're all mods. And 95% of the mods that I run, you can grab on overtake.gg, which is a website where you can get mods for a lot of different racing games. Oh, that's deep, that's deep, that's deep. Oh, no, no, no. None of that, none of that. We still need to be setting good lap times here to try and catch up to George Russell. I want George Russell to get held up in traffic. That's what we need. As unfortunately, it looks like for the Ferraris and Antonelli, they are in a big train of traffic. Where is my teammate? Quite far back. Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.6 seconds.
What place is he?
They're on fresh softs. They're in 19th place. And the time
19th,
last lap,
copy.
1:36.8.
So he's not doing a great job at the moment. There are drivers in the pit lane. And there are drivers on medium still yet to make a pit stop. We'll see how this works out. Weather report.
No rain expected.
Still no rain. Good.
For the time
I want
being.
rain. If it is going to rain,
Dry
right to
seem
the
like
end.
Best tyre for now.
I want rain right to the end of this race, chat. That's what we want. Who's my teammate? My teammate is Nicola Solov. He is a very young driver. We got him from F3 into Formula 1. There's 11 seconds to Bortoleto. And then I'd say it's another 5 seconds to Russell. So, are we gaining on cars ahead? We should be. I'll be surprised if we're not. Let's keep pushing. We'll keep pushing. When is Russell expected to pit? I reckon lap 22. That's what I was thinking. Be lap 22 for them lot. Where they come out, I don't know. I think they're going to be behind Gasly and Lawson, but Gasly and Lawson will also probably be making their pit stop around a similar time as George Russell, if not on the same lap. So I really need them to come out behind drivers who have already made their pit stop. And then the tactic has worked. But at the moment, the tactic is not working, chat. If you take more curb going down the straights, you won't. I missed out on the race. What's happened? We are in a fight for the win. We've made a pit stop already. We've done an undercut. But George Russell, as the championship leader that he is just putting in great lap times at the moment. And we're just going to keep on trying to push to close up the gap on George Russell, on Bortoleto, on Max Verstappen in this race. Max Verstappen, of course, still in the championship hunt, but dropping off with every race that goes on now, as that Red Bull has just not been able to keep up with the development of the Mercedes. When is my next pit stop? Pit stop information.
Confirmed.
What was that? I don't know. What did you just confirm? I don't know what you just confirmed. Pit stop information.
Your pit window will open in 14 laps time.
14 laps. Lap 35. I don't know what I've changed. I don't know what he said. Agreed to, as we're not really making too much ground on Verstappen and Bortoleto. Slight improvements. Not a lot. Which just says to me that these medium tyres are actually such a good tyre. They can go really long into this race. Maybe they're going to be thinking about that one stop. Driver in front.
It's Verstappen ahead. Time last lap, 1 minute 37.5. Okay, so gap to the car ahead.
Verstappen boxes.
10.0
As does
seconds.
Russell.
They're on old mediums.
Okay. Lap 21.
They've got 2 stops remaining.
That's what I
Two
said.
stops remaining.
Oh, deep. They are on that two-stop strategy, but where are they going to come out? George Russell has served his pit stop, and he's barely going to come out behind us. So it really did not work. It really did not work. He's out. We've only gained 3 seconds on George. That is crazy, chap. That just goes to show how fast that Mercedes car is. We can't start backing him up yet. But we are going to have to start defending from him when he catches me up, because he's going to have better tyres than me, chat. He will have better tyres than me in this race. And then he's going to go to soft tyres at the end. Unless, of course, it rains. He's going to rocket past me. Well, we said that earlier. We will have better tyres. But if we can defend him, then we can make him waste his tyres behind me. That's got to be the goal. Bortoleto up the road. I don't want to back him up too much with Bortoleto still ahead, because I don't want to give the victory to Bortoleto. Give us 1 lap under 135. Lock in. Don't let chat distract you. In all fairness, I actually drive worse when I lock in. I overdrive the car. Right now, I'm very relaxed. I'm very happy. And we are fine. I'm doing exactly what we need to do. I don't think I'm going to get more laps under 135. I don't have good pace around here. And our tyres have now gone through the best of their ability. That's 8 seconds, the gap currently to Bortoleto. We're going to allow George Russell to close up the gap behind us, but whilst also making sure that we have enough battery for when he gets here, because we're going to need that. Bortoleto remains out. What's he on? Driver in front.
Okay, Bortoleto is ahead of you. And the time last lap, 1:37.9. And gap to the car in front, 8.5 seconds. They're on old mediums.
Is he one stopping or two stop?
They've done 22 laps on those tyres. We think they've got 1 more stop.
Okay, Bortoleto,
Closing in by around 1.4
one stopping.
seconds a lap.
Okay, so we do have to catch up to Bortoleto, because he's on the same strategy as us now. which is worrying because I feel like Russell's going to catch me before I catch Bortoletto. Which is not ideal. Come on. Use first person. I'm good. I'll pass. You streaming on anything else? Yes, we're live on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Kick right now. All under the same name. So feel free to go and tune in on whatever platform is your favourite. Who won the Creator Series? Yeah, I did. We'll be better than Nicholas Solov. How dare you? How dare you? The Nicholas Solov fans will come after you. When do I stream? I'm live this week on Tuesday, Thursday. 2 streams on Thursday. Then Saturday and Sunday this week. We usually only do 3, which is usually our streaming days are Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. But I want to do 2 mystery or 2 100% races this weekend. So we can get our last 2 in. We've got Bahrain and Miami to go. And then we will have... after that... Oh, God, wide. Then we'll have a mystery of all the best tracks on F125 as the finale. A mystery wheel to spin. Isn't that next week? Abu Dhabi's on Sunday, but we'll have a mystery on Saturday. All right, 1.5. We're closing up to Bortoletto, but not by enough. And that is the worry. That I've got to try and catch up to Bortoletto, whilst also keeping George Russell behind me. I think this is going to be really tough, chat. Really, really tough. That Mercedes has just turned into an absolute rocket ship this season. But one thing that is making me drive faster is I'm absolutely bursting for a wee right now, and we're not even at the halfway stage of this race. How are my tyres looking? 20% already. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be difficult to keep him behind me with brand new tyres. At least last time, it was okay. You know you need the old man energy with Sonny in the team. Oh, okay. I thought the double was the 13th, 14th weekend. No. Because I might be away that weekend. So here comes George Russell. Won't be close enough to go for the overtake, though. I'm hoping to be away on a job that weekend, but I'm not too sure. So we're doing it this weekend also, just in case. Right, trying to catch up to Gabby. Trying to keep George Russell behind me at the moment. He's got much better tyres, chat. So this is going to be so difficult with the mighty Mercedes behind us. God, why do they have to be so fast? Why does Senna and Tsunoda and all of that lot have to get stuck behind Paul Aaron, of all drivers, in the terrible Cadillac? How do they manage that? All right, here he comes down in towards the first corner. Utilising all the battery. As Max Verstappen does go fastest. Sainz now on the soft tyre. Trying to regen the battery as much as we possibly can. We can save it through the S's. I think we'll still be quick enough to gain on Bortoletto. Let's keep an eye on the gap, though. Just in case we're not. Because those are 2 things that we've got to do right now. We've got to keep Russell behind us. And we've got to keep gaining on Gabby Bortoletto. This is going to be difficult, chat. This is going to be difficult. Come on, come on, come on. I can see him in the distance, though. Come on. We can do this. Push, 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 push. Don't fight as he will catch P1 and help you. He will blast past P1. We have to keep George Russell behind us because he's just so quick. If we let George Russell go, we've lost the win. That is it, chap. That is it. That is the information for you right there. If we let George Russell overtake us, we finish P2. And we say goodbye to any chance of winning the championship. Okay? We have to do both. This is what we've got to do. We've got to keep George Russell behind us. We've got to close up to Bortoletto. We're doing a good job of it at the moment. But we've got to keep this up. Even though George Russell is mighty quick right now. Go, 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 go. Push, push, push. Come on. Hey, Badermeister. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Here comes George Russell down to this corner. Not close enough to go for the attacks. That's fine. 4.3. That is the gap to Gabby Bortoletto. 4.1 of the hairpin. Still gaining the lap time in this race. He on brand new tyres, though, will be able to be quicker than us. However, will he get stuck in traffic? It might not be necessarily a worry for us in this race if he does get a lot of traffic. which I believe, looking at the map, he might come out behind that traffic where my teammate is currently stuck right now. That would be the ideal scenario. If he's ahead of that traffic, he has got actually a really great chance of winning this race. Pit? What would be the point of pitting? It's way too early. We've got 30 laps left of this race. It'd be way too early right now. Come on, come on, come on. Nice and easy. Still defending from George. He doesn't have the straight line speed at the moment. We're doing very well on the battery. And I'm doing well at saving the battery too. 3.2 seconds. The gap to the car ahead. If I put Bortoletto in this fight and I keep him behind me, it will also cost him. But when is he going to box? 26 laps and then 30 on the hards is not a bad idea. Not a bad strategy call. Come on, come on, come on. Good exit. That's not what we needed, though. A little slide. Here comes George Russell, so much closer than he has been so far to the outside line for George. Nice and smooth through turn one. There we go. There we go. That's okay. That's okay. Verstappen moves up to P4, 6 seconds behind now. Fastest driver on the track. Could he get in the mix in this battle? 2.8 the gap to Gabriel Bortoletto. We're doing exactly what we need to do. Keeping Russell behind us. Closing up to Gabby. And this is perfect. Max is closing in. Max is really quick. And hey, if Max Verstappen can beat George Russell and we gain 10 points on Russell in the championship, I'll be happy. But time will tell. Weather report.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good. Dry
No sign of rain. We're good.
like the fastest
We're good. We're good.
tyre
We're
at
good.
the moment.
Come on, we keep on doing this. You got this. Thank you, Bademeister. 2.4 the gap right now to Gabby Bortoletto. But when is he going to box? I want to try and get past him because I think I can hold him up and ruin his strategy, which I feel bad for. But we need to win this race, chat. It's very important we win this race. 1.7 to Bortoletto, covering off all the apexes, allowing no opportunities for George Russell. And Bortoletto decides to come into the pit lane here on lap 27 of the American Grand Prix. But where will he come out? I think he'll come out in clean air. I'll be very surprised if Bortoletto, and with us fighting, that's going to compromise us and allow Bortoletto a great chance of victory. As I squeeze out George Russell there. A little bit aggressive for myself. I need him out behind Antonelli and Leclerc, which I think they're going to be, as they're on soft tyres. I don't know what Bortoletto's on. I assume that he's gone to hards. He'll have to go to hards, surely. He's going medium on to none here. Save the battery. I cannot afford to drive slowly. This is not like the first stint, chat. As my teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind, 30.5 seconds.
It's in a good place.
Okay, they're on old softs. They're in
He's in the points, right? 11th, just outside the points. Come on. Come on. We can do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here comes George Russell. Down in towards this corner. We know we have good braking ability into this turn. Side by side with George. Squeeze him. On the inside of the corner. Down into none. Save the battery. Save the battery. Not backing him up here. Just driving our own race right now. Bortoletto in clean air. We'll be looking to close up the gap. We'll be boxing in just less than 10 laps time, chat. Come on. Weather report.
Okay, radar is clear. Weather is looking good.
This will dictate what tyres we go on as well.
Like the best tyre for now.
If I feel like the rain is coming soon, we will either stay out on medium tyres or we box to softs. Are you posting this series on YouTube? We will be. We will be. I've got 2 channels at the moment. We've got Hayden Gullis, which is my main YouTube channel, which will be a lot of the season all put together. And now we've got Hayden Gullis Plus, which is all going to be highlights of the streams. So if you miss any of the streams, then make sure you're following that channel. And I want to get it up to daily uploads, but at the moment, we're just going to do one every few days. Right, come on, come on, come on. Push, 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 push. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Max closing in. Max is closing in. He's very quick at the moment. And hey, if Max Verstappen can beat George Russell, I will be happy. We're doing a really good job of holding up George Russell right now, but it is difficult. And then we need the pace when we make the pit stop. We cannot afford to lose time. George Russell having a look here. Can't find a way through. Antonelli and Leclerc need to hold up Gabby Bortoleto because he's going to be quicker than us on those hard tyres. We've got 6 laps left to go until we make that pit stop. We do have to keep an eye on George Russell as well, though. If he goes to make a pit stop, we've got to make sure that he does not undercut us. Good morning, SJ. Welcome in. Can we do this, chat? Can we do this? 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 2 if you don't. If you win this, will this be my first? No, it will not be my first win. We've won in Monaco. We've won in Canada. We won in Singapore. Where else have we won, chat? I don't know where else we've won. But we've definitely got those 3 wins. This could be our 4th. But in order to fight for the championship, we need to be making ground on Russell, who is the championship leader. And that is our biggest task right now. As I'm just keeping it in none mode. Saving battery. As Carlos Sainz goes fastest. Leclerc and Antonelli are fighting. I won't really say Gabriel Bortoleto is making up too much ground on us right now. But Max Verstappen has been. Max Verstappen now in this battle. Right behind us. How many points are you behind? 117. It's a lot. It's a lot. But one thing you need to know about me, chap, is we never give in. We never give up. We never give in. How many championships have I won? 2 before. I won 1 with Mercedes. And then I won 1 with Ferrari after 3 seasons with Ferrari. And now we've moved and made our own team in Formula 1. And we're going to try and do a Jack Brabham. And win a team in our own name. Come on, come on, come on. George Russell dropping off slightly from us now. Driver behind. Driver behind.
Russell behind, and the time last lap, 1:37.7. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got 1 more stop.
Still got 1 stop. Okay, that's good. That's all that matters. Doesn't sound like he's got any issues with his car, which is what I was wondering then, because he was driving a little bit slower. Is my talk to engineer only on PC? I don't know, to be honest. I don't think so. I think it also works on consoles. You just have to make sure your headset's connected. Do I have Roblox? No, I do not. Spa? Did we win in Spa? We might have won in Spa as well. I can't remember. Spa, we won the sprint race. I don't know if we won the main. Come on, come on, come on. Right, the weather has cleared up. We knew that it was going to get to sunny conditions, and then 2 weather blocks away, it's going to start raining. Weather report.
Conditions look stable at the moment.
Okay.
No rain currently.
So no rain, no cloud as well.
Definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
No rain or cloud at the moment in this race. That's okay. Polo 2023 Max Verstappen win almost every race. Could you imagine? I mean, we did a really good job in that season with Ferrari when we won the championship finally. So here comes George up the inside. We'll leave the room. And we hold the position. At this stage of the race, I don't really care who's behind me. Whether it's Verstappen or it's Russell. I just want to keep them both there. Because we need to win this race. We need to win this race. Bortoleto is probably our biggest worry, I would be honest. And say Bortoleto is our biggest worry in the race right now. 4 laps till box. Lap 35 is our box lap. That is correct. Or do we try and extend it, chat? What do we reckon? 1 in the chat to extend to the same lap that these guys are going to be boxing. 2 in the chat to take my normal pit box. There we go. Nice and tidy into turn 1. Max Verstappen not having a look here. So if you pick 1, we're going to copy what Russell does and box around the same time that they do. 2, we'll just to be following our usual strategy. The worry with doing number 1 is Bortoleto could get the jump on us. We're too bothered thinking about George Russell, and we forget about Bortoleto and we hand victory to Bortoleto. So that's what we've got to be worried about here. See how it feels when you're out. Not long till we make that pit stop. The tyres feel fine. I'm not getting as much slip as I was on the tyres from last time. last lap.
Your last lap time, 1 minute 38.0.
3 seconds slower, so I am slow. And new tyres will give me more pace initially. I think they'll have a large drop-off. So I don't know, chat. I don't know. We will be quicker on new tyres. And we should be able to perform the undercut on George Russell. The worry is that if we don't perform the undercut, he will be on soft tyres and will be even quicker, will be even more difficult to catch up. The wet weather could make things interesting, though. Weather report.
No rain expected, no rain expected for the time being. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Come on, come on, come on. Keep pushing. Am I on Twitch? Yes, I'm live on Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, and Kick right now. All under the same name of Hayden Gullis. It's the same name you're watching this channel on right now as George Russell goes into the back of me as we move under braking into the racing line. Don't know if he got any damage there. I don't think he did. We need Verstappen to start fighting for P2. It would be nice. And when we box, we need Verstappen and Russell fighting. That's what we need. We need Verstappen to have the pace to fight with George Russell. I feel like I can put it into medium, but at the moment I put it into medium. Teammates in the box. He's going early.
In the pits. Nicola is in the pits.
Okay. I wonder if Nicola's doing a 1 or a 2 stop. Did Russell get damage there from hitting me? I don't know. He seemed very slow in the S's. What's happened to Russell? Russell's dropped off big time, chat. Let's go. I'm looking to buy an entry-level wheel. I'm a beginner. Is a... I don't know about PXN, but a G29 is a good option. Certainly for a starter wheel. Definitely look at things like Facebook Marketplace and eBay for second-hand ones. See if you can save any money on a better steering wheel. All right, push, 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 push. If we've got a gap, we can get George Russell out of our DRS. Max Verstappen could get past him. I think he's got damage. I think he hit us. I think he broke his wing. I think that George Russell broke his wing, chat. Or we actually have more pace than we expected. Let's see. Let's see. We saw how difficult it has been for drivers. There we go. Russell. Russell is boxing. Yeah, he must have had damage. Okay, okay. We're going to box 1 lap early. We're going to box this lap. We don't want George Russell doing an undercut on us, chat. We do not want George Russell doing an undercut. He's going to soft tyres now. Maybe this is just the normal pit lap. Maybe he was just suffering on those tyres. I don't know. Let's box this lap. No undercut. Bortoletto in P3. We're going to be trying to hunt him down on those hard tyres. Sainz now shoots up into P4. Behrman into P5. That could be good news for me. Senna now into P5. I really don't know where everyone's going to be. Antonelli's just had to double stack, so that makes me think that Russell was not supposed to box that lap. Russell must have had front wing damage. Russell must have had to box that lap for front wing damage. Weather report.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Dries definitely seem like the
10 to 15 minutes, chat.
Moment.
10 to 15 minutes. Let's box to mediums. 10 to 15 minutes. Let's box to mediums. We're going to cover off George Russell. Bortoletto, I think, is the only driver on the 1 stop. 14 seconds. I would stay out. It's a long wage. And if it doesn't rain, then we're going to be in trouble. So I think we box in case it doesn't rain heavy enough. Because there's no guarantee it will go to intermediate tyres. Box, 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 box. Covering off George Russell. And see what we can do here. We need a better stop this time, team. We need to come out ahead of Carlos Sainz, or at least the McLaren of Senna. We need to come out ahead of the McLaren of Senna. Come on. Good, good, good. And that should be ahead of Senna, and should be ahead of Sainz. And it is. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. That was a good pit stop. 5 seconds to Gabriel Bortoletto. We know that Max Verstappen is going to be doing another pit stop. And we know that it is potentially going to rain at the end of this race. George Russell is in the mix. I need Max Verstappen to push and try and get out of the way. And that's also a good reason why we box. Because if we hold up Max Verstappen and allows George Russell to undercut Max, then that's points gained for Russell. So now we've released Max Verstappen. We should be ahead of him. He shouldn't undercut us or overcut us, but he should hopefully overcut George Russell, who is in traffic right now. So that's what we're going to be hoping for. What happened to Russell? I think he just tapped the rear of us. Going down in towards turn 1. I think he just tapped our rear. Lord Doro, It's Flying Dutch, Chewy, the Elvins. Thank you very much for the follows on Twitch. If you are new around here, chat, do hit that follow button. We are live 3 times a week usually. Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. This week, though, is going to be different. We're going to be doing today, Thursday, another career mode on Thursday, as well as in the evening, iRacing. And then on Saturday and Sunday, we've got online races with you lots, the viewers. So if you want to get involved in that, you want to make sure that we don't miss them, make sure you hit that follow button. We are so back. Welcome in, Gwats. You sexy mother sucker. Welcome in. Right, let's keep on pushing. Trying to close the gap to Max Verstappen. 16 seconds. At the moment, the gap to the driver. Your races are amazing. Thank you very much. Do you have a Ferrari engine? We have a Renault V10 engine. As the recovery drive from George Russell is being attempted right now. Charles Leclerc's got the jump on him. Don't know where Sainz is in the standings. As Russell does get past Ayrton Senna here. And this could all be for nothing. Senna could still finish, or Russell could still finish in the top 2. And we don't gain that many points. But we will gain whatever we can against him. And if we lose out the championship by 2 points, then we know what we did. And that was we lost it in the sprint race. It was all down to our sprint race mistake. Who do I think will win in Abu Dhabi? I think Norris will win the championship. I would prefer Oscar to win it. But I would also love if Max Verstappen won it. Also, the T1 500, that's Thrustmaster. I used the Thrustmaster as my first ever wheel, and I loved it. So, it could be a good wheel to start with. Right, chat. 1 in the chat if you think that we can win this race. 2 if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 2 if you do not. We've got Bortoletto ahead. He's trying the one-stop. Max Verstappen should be boxing very, very soon. Although he is going to go soft tyres at the end. So actually, he'll be boxing with about 15 laps left to go in this race. Or will it rain by then? Weather report.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15
Still
minutes
10 to 15
now.
minutes.
Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
SJ! Thank you very much for the gifted sub to Mr. Gwats. And also, thank you very much for helping us hit our sub goal for the stream. Let's go, you legend. Thank you very much, Mr. SJ. Now, Gwats gets priority into our 100% race. What wheel do I use? I use a Fantech CSL DD+. What happened in the sprint? We were backing up George Russell. And being too smart, we actually just let George Russell through. We were trying to be smart. We ended up letting him through. And it cost us the win in the sprint. But we're not going to do anything like that today. George Russell behind Charles Leclerc. No, he's not. That's Antonelli. Charles Leclerc behind Carlos Sainz is just a little toxic. Comes in with another 5 gifted subs on the stream. Let's go. Let's go, Just a Little Toxic. What a legend. What a legend. That is going to move their name up the Christmas tree. Remember, 5 gifted subs gets your name on the Christmas tree behind us. And Just Still Toxic's name is going to move up. Whoever is the top gifter for the last stream will be on the star at the top of the Christmas tree. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. 14 seconds to Max Verstappen at the moment. We are making progress, even if it's a small amount, but he's got to be boxing soon. 15 laps till the end. That's when he's going to be boxing. Bortoletto will not be. So we're making progress on him. Those hard tyres. We felt the hard tyres in practice. They were not a good tyre. What track on Sunday, or is it random? Sunday will be Abu Dhabi. Saturday, we're doing a 100% race in the morning. That will be a mystery track, but it will be either Bahrain or Miami. So it's a mystery, but it's really between the two. Is this online? No, this is career mode. What position are you in the championship? We are P6 currently, but we have a car now capable of fighting. Even though we're 117 points back, we're going to keep on pushing in the fight for the championship. Come here, Bortoletto. A lot of dirty air through this section of corners. Settle the car. Gain in the braking, then overtake. 12.9 the gap to Max Verstappen. But the wet weather is what's going to throw up Some very interesting strategies. Charles Leclerc gets past Carlos Sainz. I don't know if Sainz has to box again. We're going to overtake Gabriel Bortoleto here. On the right-hand side. Nice, simple, easy overtake. Down into this corner. And there we go. That's P2. 11 seconds now to Max Verstappen. Purple in the middle sector. Charles Leclerc, currently the fastest driver. Out on track right now. I wonder what Russell will do. Will he box again? Because he's gone very early on those softs. Is he going to go soft, or will the rain save him? Will the rain save him? I don't know. Is Leclerc going to be in danger? What of Russell? I don't know. I do not know. I'm hoping that Bortoleto holds on to it, but I think it's going to be difficult. That one stop was not looking like it was fast. Weather report.
We think we might see some rain. ETA about 15 minutes.
Still 15 minutes.
Definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
It's going to come right to the end, I think, chat. Right to the end. But it can easily go from 15 minutes to 5 minutes. So we've just got to keep on pushing. Why don't you race Tom? Tom used to race in the Creator Series, as did I. So we have raced before. And when we have raced, it's been clean, respectful, and good fun. We just both do our own thing now. Both do career mode. Both enjoy it. Tom, if we did a co-op career, Tom would have to be in a slower car than me, I feel like. He's definitely a faster driver. Obi-1! You know me. Thank you much for the Twitch Prime. Appreciate you, buddy. Welcome in. Do I need to pit again? I do not. I do not. Weather report at the end of every lap. Copy. Copy. Why have I been watching this for 20 minutes? It's kind of addicted. Great host, by the way. Thank you very much, Dave. Thank you very much for the kind words. Good to have you here as well. Glad you're enjoying it. Everybody in the chat, hope you're all enjoying it. Thank you all for the follows, the love, the support. Remember, every follow gained, there's a little bit of extra brake horsepower on the car as Russell moves themselves up into the top 5 on those soft tyres. But are they going to box again? Boxing very early on those softs. Got to go a long, long way. 20-ish laps, I think it is, on soft tyres. So I think it's possible, but they might switch the strategy to 2 stops, which is going to help me in the championship if George Russell's lost more points. 10.4. Weather report.
Copy.
No. Weather report.
Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes.
Just over 10 minutes time still.
In 10 minutes. Okay,
10.6.
Tyre for now.
So gain about a second a lap on the car ahead. Driver in front.
Verstappen's ahead of you. Okay, gap ahead, 10.5 seconds. They're on old mediums.
How much are we gaining?
Their tyres are 18 laps old. We think they've got one more stop.
Yep,
Time
copy.
last lap, 1:36.7. Good job. You're gaining by a full second a lap.
Full second a lap. Okay, perfect. The worry is the Verstappen obviously goes till the rain, but I think they're going to box in the next lap, chat. I think they may box in the next lap. Bortoleto 3 seconds behind me. Charles Leclerc is potentially a worry. He could close in on us. Waro, thank you much for the follow.
15 minutes.
15 minutes for rain. Charles Leclerc now moves up to the top 3. And it's 3 seconds behind me on those tyres. So Charles Leclerc showing some really good pace in this race at the moment. But if we can defend against George Russell, we can defend against Charles Leclerc. But we don't want to defend too hard. We don't want George Russell to get themselves into a fight for the win in this race. And how is the car going to be affected at the end? If it is wet, with running a dry setup, are we going to be affected in the race? Max Verstappen still not making that pit stop. Maybe still waiting for the rain. I don't know. Are you on a low downforce setup? Sort of. I mean, I'm running 32 on the front and I think 25 on the rear. Not entirely sure, but I'm running around that. So we are running a kind of medium speed setup. How is your teammate doing? Teammate status.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
in the points? Come on, Soloff, come on.
1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 13th place.
Ah, come on, Soloff.
1 minute, 36.
Get us some points, bro. 9 seconds to Verstappen. Come on, what difficulty do I play on? 110. Russell not looking good. 6 seconds off me at the moment. Gaining on Bortoleto, but will he box again? That's my question. And not for wet tyres. 110 is the hardest difficulty. Just bought the first sim wheel wheelbase and pedals. What did you buy, Prestige? What did you get? 8 seconds now to Verstappen. Lot gained on that straight there. We've got good straight line speed when we burn the battery. Just need to burn more of our battery, I think. The Charles Leclerc keeping the same gap to us. 3.3. Nice and easy. No mistakes. Come on. Verstappen could come into the box on this lap, though. There's about 15, 16 laps remaining. No, Verstappen stays out. Honestly, for Verstappen, stay out until it rains. If it rains, and he's still ahead of me when it's time to box, if it's time to box, he's cooking. Weather report.
5 minutes until rain.
5 minutes!
5 minutes until rain.
I've got to catch up a second per lap still.
The fastest tyre at the moment.
If I want any chance of getting Verstappen here before it rains. This race is not over yet, chat, as Russell gets past Gabriel Bortoleto. This race is not over yet. We've got to keep on pushing, chat. Because Max Verstappen could win it, unless he is an idiot. If he's an idiot, and the team is stupid, they will box him this lap. I'm hoping for his sake, they do not. I'm hoping for my sake that they do. But they can. You don't know. You don't know with the AI sometimes. They can make very, very silly strategic decisions. Thank you very much for the hype train, guys. Appreciate you all. Everyone who gifted SJ and Just Little Toxic, and of course, Obi-Wan, you know me. Thank you very much for the prime. Do I say chat or chat? I say chat. Because you lot are all chat. To refer to every single one of you as a collective, you are the chat. As it is 5.8 now to Max Verstappen. A little bit wide there. I need this rain to stay away just a little bit longer. Just enough for me to catch up to Max Verstappen. If we do go to intermediate tyres. This rain will be coming down in 5 minutes, which means we will definitely be going to intermediate tyres for the end of this race. Because there's going to be just far too many laps at the end to stay out. Oh, he's boxed! What is he doing? Max Verstappen pits from the lead of the American Grand Prix. And that's going to cost him. He will be quick. George Russell will move up into P4 or P3. Verstappen will drop all the way down to, well, I think it's going to be P6 in this race. But we'll be on brand new soft tyres. But how much time is he going to get on those soft tyres? How much time will he get on those soft tyres? Charles Leclerc, as I said, still a worry. 3.8 seconds behind me as we get a lot of rear slip out of their McLaren type bottle. Max is pitting for maximum flexibility. Exactly. Exactly. That's some Red Bull McLaren strategy. Come on, come on, come on. Push, push, push. Hayden, where's your mods in YouTube Horizontal? Yeah, we are going to be hiring more mods, don't you worry. Anybody who would like to become a mod in the Discord, we currently have a sign-up sheet in my Discord if you would like to become a mod. We would prefer our mods to be in our Discord because it's a lot easier for us to communicate with you all. So that'd be great if you would like to become a mod. 3.6 currently. Tai Cheng, thank you for the follow. Alex as well. Or Alexander, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. If you're on around the chat, do hit that follow button. As we're approaching the end of this race, but it is not over yet. It's going to rain soon. Weather report.
Watch the conditions. We think there's rain
Levy
coming
Donuts.
pretty soon.
Yes,
Be
definitely.
careful.
Sepha,
Okay,
Riley,
dry
Kekker's
seem like
official,
the best tyre.
KJ, Alex, Bazza. Thank you for the follows. Oh, that's a bit late on the brakes. We missed the apex, but we get the car slowed down at least. We don't crash. Come on, come on, come on. Braden James, thank you for the follows. Saya, Mies as well. 2.8. Charles Leclerc is on his way. Start burning battery down the straight. I feel like that's where they're gaining the most time. Straight line speed, exit of corners. We're okay through there. Exit of corners. That's where I think we're losing the most amount of time. But the rain is coming. It's going to be 10 laps of the end, maybe, of rain. Is that going to be enough for intermediate tyres? We're going to be ready. We are ready if we need to use the inters. How are the championship standings? As it stands right now, the gap will be 108 points, I think, to the championship leader. We're going to try all the way to the end until it's mathematically impossible for us to win the championship. But we also need a lot of other teams to make progress and Mercedes to drop off at the end of the season. Leclerc will pit. Driver behind.
Leclerc behind. They're on old mediums. Time last lap, 1:35.2.
Don't box again,
okay,
Leclerc.
They've done 10 laps on those tyres.
Okay, yeah, they're not saying he's going to box. I don't think he's going to box. I don't think he would box from here. Where's Verstappen? Verstappen needs to get past Sainz. I need Verstappen to go on the attack. To get past Sainz, to get past Bortoletto. And hunt down. There we go. That's perfect. No, no, Verstappen. Come on. Okay, Sainz boxes. Sainz has made a pit stop at the end. Now, that's really stupid because the rain is like 2 laps away. Weather report.
Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Okay, but that's not telling me what the weather's doing. When is it going to rain? It's not raining yet. I can see that. Still not raining at the moment. Right, Max Verstappen needs to catch up 6 seconds on George Russell, who may still make a pit stop in this race. I don't know about Russell. I do not know. What do you reckon, chat? Is Russell going to box again? 1 in the chat if you think he is. 2 if you don't. How's the season going? Started off in the worst car on the grid. Now currently the 4th best car and fighting for the championship, even if we are a long way off. It's starting to rain. The rain is falling. But how quickly is it going to get to intermediate conditions? And how are we going to fare in those intermediate conditions? Russell, box this lap for softs, I beg of you. I beg of you. Box this lap for another set of soft tyres. Come on. I believe in you. I believe in you and your stupidity of the Mercedes team. Come on. Max was 104 points away as well, so you can do it. We've got less races. But Max did have races where he did lose out points. Russell not into the box. Max Verstappen 6 seconds behind now. Will it go to intermediate tyres? We're not going to make that call unless the game tells me to. We don't want to make the mistake of boxing when we don't need to box. The tyres feel fine at the moment. It is raining, but the track is not getting greasy. I don't think the game would tell me. Unless DRS is disabled. That's the only indication I'm going to get. Verstappen needs to get past Bortoletto. Come on, Max. I need Max Verstappen P3. It will help me gain 3 more points on Russell in the championship. So that's what we need. Is it going to rain? It's raining right now. It is raining right now. Charles Leclerc 1.9 behind us. Weather report.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier
okay,
for the next 15 minutes at least. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
It's definitely not time for inters. Tyres feel fine. How many... What's the crossover? What's the crossover time, do you reckon, chat? And also, how many laps is worth it? How much time do we lose under a pit stop? How much time will they lose from boxing or staying out? It's a difficult call. We don't want to throw it away, but we have to be mindful of an option to box. And Charles Leclerc dropping away from us. 2.1, 2.3. We're quick in that section in these conditions, but the straight line speed that those guys have is still just so much better than our own. The traction out of corners helping them. Tyre status. Come on, Max, come on.
Even though we're seeing cars start to struggle in these conditions, if we pit for inters now, we're going to be too slow and we'll burn them out.
Come on, Max. How has he not got past Bortoletto? How is he struggling on brand new soft tyres in slippery conditions to get past Bortoletto? What are you doing, Max? Come on! You gotta help me for my championship, bro! Also, for your own championship, you need to beat Russell if you want any chance of still fighting for it.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Okay, copy. They still feel good. Tyre status.
The tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with
142 crossover. Copy. 142 is the crossover. 1.9 the gap right now. How many laps? What's the latest that we can make that decision? It's feeling a little bit slow now. Tyre status.
It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Copy, copy. Oh, it's slippery there. It's definitely loose. The thing is, we don't want to go too late. If we go too late and they undercut us, then it's an issue.
Okay, even though we're seeing cars start to struggle in these conditions,
141,
if
I think that this lap now, then.
we're going to be too
Now.
slow and we'll burn them out. Make the best of it for the time
What do you
being.
reckon? 1 in the chatter box, 2 in the chatter not. Bortoletto on the hard tyres, going for it, I think. Bortoletto choosing to make that pit stop. Yes, he has. He's gone to intermediates. Bortoletto's doing it. What do you reckon? It feels slow, but we are quicker than the cars behind us. So right now,
keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes.
it's okay, but we are worrying about Bortoletto now. Bortoletto is the big worry. Whilst we are quicker than the cars behind us, Russell's struggling a lot. Come on, Verstappen! Come on, Verstappen! Come on! What do we do, chat? What do we do? 1 in the chatter box this lap, 2 to not. I think everybody's boxing. I think we do it. I think everyone's boxing. It's getting worse. And Bortoletto can easily win this race if we delay for too long. We have to box. We have to box. Come on, Max. Come on. You can do this. I believe in you, Verstappen. You can do this. Come on, Max. Get him. Overtake him. See what we can do. Is anybody going to stay out? I don't think it's worth it. This is not flat anymore. Box, 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 box. Intermediate tyres. Going onto the car. 6 laps remaining. The worry, as I said, is Bortoletto. He can win this race with a good pit stop. Right, anybody else in the box? Charles Leclerc makes the pit stop. Does Russell make the pit stop? George Russell in the box. Max Verstappen. What does he do? Max Verstappen in the box as well. Everybody making pit stops now. Intermediate tyres going on the car. It's slow. It's slow. God, 5.6. Are you kidding me, guys? Come on, we got to be better than that.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres.
Hopefully we get a pit stop like that for George Russell. Right. Just like in Monza now. Last few laps on intermediate tyres. Bortoletto up into P3. That 1 lap early has guaranteed Bortoletto, not guaranteed, but helps him gain another position in this race. Now, can he hold on to it in the wet? It's going to be difficult to overtake in these conditions. We've got to try and keep Charles Leclerc behind us. 1.7 the gap now. We lost a lot of time with that slow pit stop. Luckily, not a position, though. Charles Leclerc will want the win. Charles Leclerc has his own championship that he would like to get involved in. And that involves getting past me in this race. Bortoletto has to hold up George Russell. Can we win this race, chat? 1 in the race if you... 1 in the chat if you believe. 2 in the chat if you don't. Deze, Bimonza, and Taish, thank you much for the follows. 1.1, Charles Leclerc behind. Then we're going to be slower in these conditions compared to how we were when it was getting wet on the dries. We were just a little bit better then. But now on the intermediate tyres, I think could struggle a little bit here. Especially running wide like that. But we're trying to open up corners. As long as we've got the battery for the straights to give them no opportunity for an overtake. Oh, God. Oh, okay. We need to work out how to do that corner next lap. And that one as well. Because that's going to leave an opportunity. An open door for Charles Leclerc. If we leave apexes wide open like that to get past, we cannot afford it, chat. We cannot afford to allow Charles Leclerc easy overtakes in this race. So we've got to get the car slowed down. We've got to get the car slowed down. We've got to hit the apexes. Bortoletto P3. Only just ahead of George Russell. So I think he's struggling just as much as well. Hey, Scotty Designs. Welcome in. Shout out Scotty Designs, by the way. They are the one that put together this whole entire mod package for this career mode. So that I can drive as myself and have my own team with this beautiful livery. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Come on. Charles Leclerc all up my chuff at the moment. 6 laps left to go in this race. I don't want to lose it at the end again. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Come on, baby. Don't go on the curves too much when it's wet. It'll be slippery. Copy, copy. Can we do this? This was a good time to pit. Everybody else boxed. I mean, once Bortoletto made that pit stop, it was obvious. It was obvious. Box for Inters. Because they're all going to do it. Bortoletto faster than me, but is holding up George. And Max Verstappen, I want him to close up and get past George as well. That'll be the ideal scenario. If George finishes P5, that'll be what, 15 points gained? I think 15 points gained, so that'll be great. Give us a better chance of the championship. Now I'm just going to make sure I hit all the apexes. Do not let Charles Leclerc a chance to come through. A little bit wide there, but it's okay. We hold on to it. A little bit wide of the apex there as well, but again, it's okay. We've just got to hold on to it. Come on. Come on, chat. We've got to believe that we can do this. Leclerc not close enough here. Leclerc not close enough. Gabby Bortoletto closing in, as is George Russell. Come on, come on, come on. Isaac, 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Oh, God, that's deep. A little bit of a corner cut. We're okay, though. We rejoin ahead of Leclerc. We lost time. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, Isaac. Care, a 5-second penalty. Take care. Yep, yep, yep. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, donut. We will come on. We will try our best. You can stay on the last 5 laps. Got to stay in P1. Not allow them an opportunity to overtake. It's going to be one mighty train behind me, I think. One big old train. But we're going to keep on pushing. Charles Leclerc still behind us right now. Come on, come on, come on. I upgraded my Logi. I assume you said your Logitech. What have you upgraded to? Thank you for the rose, Kiel. Thank you for the follows, everybody. If you are new around here, do hit that follow button. I really appreciate it. We are live 4 times this week. So if you hit the follow button, you never have to miss when we do a live stream. We're live today, Thursday. We're also live on Saturday and on Sunday as well. So make sure you hit that follow button. Thank you very much, Doe, for the follow. Nice and easy through here. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just keep it on track. Keep it on track. Keep pushing. Keep her going. Keep her flowing. Last few laps of this race then, chat. Come on. Come on. Russell P3 now. I know, I know. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Could this be a good recovery drive from George Russell? Where's my teammate? Teammate status.
Gap to your teammate behind, 55.4 seconds.
That's a long way back. Sounds like they made an extra pit stop for no reason. 13th, no points for Solov today then. Unless a miracle happens at the end of this race. There's Russell, Leclerc. All behind us at the moment. Greetings, Seb. Welcome in. Come on, come on, come on. Push, 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 push. Oh, that's deep, that's deep, that's deep. We will get the exit, though. That's at least one good thing out of that. Oh, my God. No DRS, no DRS. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep pushing. Come on. Let's see what we can do right until the end, chat. 4 laps. They feel like an eternity at the moment, chat. Safety car now guarantees the win. Not in this game. If a safety car comes out, you will always get 2 laps of racing. So at least give me 2 laps of just chilling. But will not give me a guaranteed win. As the AI definitely feel a lot quicker than me in these conditions. I feel like I'm set up for the dry. It's definitely getting heavier. Weather reports. No, 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 no. Oh, he's driven into me. Charles Leclerc's driven into me. What's he doing? Side by side here. Side by side with Leclerc. He's got front wing damage. He has got front wing damage. There we go. Charles Leclerc, I'm still going to need you to defend, buddy. Even though you have front wing damage, please, please don't let him through. What is he doing? What has he done? Why did he drive into the side of me? We went wide, yes. Why is bro driven into the side of me? Come on, come on, come on. We're still slow, though. God, this is such a long end to the race. I just want it to be over now. I want it done now. Charles Leclerc slow because of front wing damage through here, but we're not too much faster. It is going to drop to outside 1 second. No DRS, of course, around here. But George Russell is mighty quick. Come on, he wanted you to know he cares. Yeah, cares enough to touch my car. All right, come on, Leclerc. Get my slipstream still. Get my slipstream. I need Max Verstappen on it as well.
Don't worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's
I'm playing on 110 percentage. I'll read your message in a moment, Flynn. Hope you're well, though, buddy. You're always welcome in this chat and in our Discord, mate. Charles Leclerc and George Russell fight behind. Yes, Leclerc! Keep him behind you. You can do this. I believe in you. I believe in you. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. No, unfortunately, it's not happened. George Russell now into P2. That damage cost Charles Leclerc the opportunity to defend onto it. And now George Russell in that mighty Mercedes is going to be a completely different challenge, chat. It's going to be so difficult to keep him behind us. He's so quick in that car. That car is a different breed. We're going to try our best to keep George Russell behind. And hopefully he drives into us and breaks his wing. That's what we've got to hope for. Nice and easy. Tiptoe through the corners. We lead the race at the moment. With 3 full laps left to go. But the racetrack is soggy. And it will make things difficult as George Russell attempts it. Oh! We squeezed him out there. We weren't having that too easy for George. He had a little look. We weren't letting him through that easily. And there we go. We hold on to it. We hold on to it. Come on. He's so quick. Can we hold on to this, chat? 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 2 in the chat if you don't. 1 in the chat if you believe that we can win this race. 2 if you don't. Be defensive, but don't be slower. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best, chat. I'm trying to give it everything we've got right now. But it is difficult. God, it's so wet right now. The track is definitely almost full wet weather. Obviously, the full wet tyres aren't even going to be good anyway. Even if anybody did box to them, they'd still be slower than the intermediates. It's just the way this game works and how real life works. The wet tyres are just really not a usable tyre. Apart from extreme circumstances. Nice and simple through here. Just got to keep it on the track. No mistakes. No mistakes. We're not going to do it again. I'm not running wide here. I'm not allowing George Russell the opportunity to overtake me. It's not happening, chat. It's not happening. Come on, come on, come on. Push, 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 push. All of the battery. All of the battery. All depends on your last corner. 2 laps of this race to go. I'm putting it down into none mode now. I'm saving the battery through the corners. Saving the rear tyres through the corners. And we're burn overtake out of them. There'll be no opportunity for overtaking through here. This is flat. Carlos Sainz is out of the session. That will not be a safety car. I don't know what's happened to Carlos Sainz. I don't know if that's an engine failure. That will be a free position for my teammate, but he's not in the points. So it will not matter. That's a shame for Carlos because he was running an almighty race. As George Russell sticks his nose up the inside. Bro! Where's bro going? I don't think that was front wing damage. Well, what is he doing? We're burning the battery here. He had a look. There was an open door. It was always going to close. I don't know what he was trying. Come on, come on, come on. Burn, 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 burn. Let's see what we can do. There'll be a yellow into the final corner, but the AI don't care. They will overtake even under yellow flags. Still yellow. Should be a safety car. I know, I know. The game is not like real life, though. There will not be a safety car or virtual safety car at the end of this race. They always allow you for 2 laps of racing. Tiptoe through here. Come on. Come on. Nice and easy. Just trying to find the way through. 1 full lap left to go, chat. 1 full lap is the last opportunity that George Russell will have to overtake me in this race. Meet the apex. That's all I got to do. All I've got to do is hit the apexes. As it stands, we will gain 7 points on Russell in the championship. It's not a lot, but I would take everything I can get in this season. Everything I can get to the end. Last lap of this race. The mighty Mercedes is all over the back of me. Can we defend? Can we hold on to it right at the end here, chat? Come on. Nice and easy through turn 2. Don't let the car drag out wide. Don't allow George Russell any opportunities through here. Dab the brakes. Don't miss the corners. Don't run out deep. Keep it tight. Don't allow him a single opportunity. It's tiptoeing through this section. He has a look. He can't get it through there, though. It's a quicker line. And now we burn the battery. All the way through here to stop any attempt of an overtake. He's going to have a lot of battery out of this corner. It's going to be difficult to hold on to it, but we are going to try. Get the traction down. Burn the battery. Everything we've got. Can we hold on against the mighty Mercedes as they will go on the attack down in towards this corner? There's not enough from George Russell. Well, that does not mean it's over yet. There's still plenty of opportunities for Russell to attempt an overtake at the end of this race. We've just got to make sure that we hit every single apex. No mistakes at the end. Don't repeat what we did in the sprint race. They don't have a look up the inside there. There was always going to be an opportunity for that for George Russell. And now nice and easy. Don't lose the rear end through the right-hander. Just keep it tight. No mistakes. Nice and easy. Into this corner. Hit the apex. Oh, a little bit early. It's okay, though. George Russell may have a look into the final corner. He will not. And we are going to claim victory in the main race and gain 7 points over Russell in the championship. We would have preferred better. We would have preferred more points, but we cannot ask for any more than that. We did the best that we could do in that race today. The best that we could do. We took the race win. We're very happy with that, and we'll keep on pushing for this championship. We will not give up, chat, until it is mathematically over. Oh, what a race. That was tough. They were definitely quicker than me. And that's going to be us keep on pushing all the way to the end, chat. All the way to the end to try and get ourselves in the fight for the championship. That's what we've got to try and do. That's what we've got to try and do. Nice win, Jensen Button. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's me. That's clearly me, chat. That clearly looks like me. The rain helped. I don't know. The rain made it more difficult for us. Because Russell had worse tyres. I think Russell would have struggled. You've done great, Hayden. Thank you much, Beta Meister. Isaac, thank you much for dropping in on the Kick channel. Kieran, January, Fatty Batty, thank you for the follows. I've seen what you can do against Russell on wets until he ate the corner, so I believe in you. Yes, Isaac. We got it. We got it. Your belief was not in vain. We got it in the end. God, I was staring way too long at the screen then. My eyes are struggling. What's the time? It's currently 1. How long have we been live for? First time I've seen Bro on the podium. Is it actually? No way. No way.
Well, that was certainly an exciting
no
weekend
way.
of Formula One.
Just Little Toxic gave 5 subs, didn't they? So they're going to move up the Christmas tree. Up the next layer. They're going to go there. There's Just Little Toxic's name on the Christmas tree. Boom. Next to the McLaren car. There we go. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. My mic's in the way. It's there. My wheel's in the way. It's just right there. His name's there. You got trust. Okay, so that is 32 points gained this weekend. George Russell, 26 points. So the gap there is 6 points gained overall on George Russell. So 6 points gained overall. Can't see it on TikTok. You can just about. You can see the Christmas tree. Oh, you can see it now on this screen. Right, I put his name. It's about there on the Christmas tree. Okay, right. It's 1 p.m. for you lot in the UK. It's nearly 1 p.m. for me in the Netherlands. I'm in the Netherlands. So, looking at the standings and how this shakes up, the gap now is 111 points. We're going to keep on pushing all the way to the end. We have got Mexico full race. We've got a sprint race and race at Brazil. We've got a race at Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. How many points is that total? 25, 25, 50, 75, 100, 125 plus 2 sprints is 16. So 133. 133. 133 points available. I basically need George Russell to DNF on the rest of the races. Okay, that's pretty much what we need. I guess you already answered, but do you think Verstappen could do it? I think there's a great chance that he can do it. He needs exactly the same result as this weekend. Is it going to be possible? Is it going to be likely? It's unlikely, but never say never. Constructors' Championships, we are pretty much confirmed in P5, so very happy with that. And that's a good race all round. A good race all round. Happy with that one. Quick-ish maths. And we will have enough time. We will do the Mexico. Will we do Mexico today? We can do a longer stream. Do we do Mexico today or do we do it on Thursday? We've been live for 3 hours. What do you reckon? Today? Today? Today, please? Today? And then we do what? Brazil or the other one? Okay. Okay. Mexico's usually a shorter race as well, isn't it? So we can do this. We can do this. I need to go for a wee. I'll be really, really quick. We're going to load into the next race first. Do what we need to do in between race weekends. It's a double header, so we don't have to worry. My teammate is Buns. Allow him, okay? Allow him. He's a junior. Where did Hayden and Russell finish? We finished P1. Russell finished P2. Are you on Twitch? We are on Twitch. We need an Abu Dhabi 2010. We do. Nice job, mate. That's P1. P1. Let's go. Set up a new social media program. Marketing as evaluated. I already did this. But, okay. We will expand option. I've got 50k. 50k is fine. We can spend 50k. We got the money. Right. Anything that we can do here? No. No. Yes. And... let's do that one. Fan rating. Get our fan rating up. That's going to help. What can we do here? Messages. Excessive cash reserves. I'm trying my best to spend my money, okay? Allow me. As we've got an upgrade on the engineering. I'm going to get through this as quickly as possible, chat, and then we'll get into the next race. Penny, thank you for the follow. Limp as well on Twitch. Jokur, Okupant, Jab. If you want to go watch me on a different platform, I'm just hating guys across all. So YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Kick. Whichever one you want to watch. I'm hating guys across all of them. Right, research. What can we research? Have we upgraded? Got more upgrades? Yes, we have. Okay. We've got a lot of resource points available to us. So we can upgrade more there. That's been unlocked as well. We can't do any of those. We can do the brake discs. The brake's getting better, though. Doesn't necessarily help the car. It actually can make it worse. Rear downforce, front downforce, DRS, straight line speed would be good. Drag reduction would be good as well, so let's do that. That's going to be on before Brazil. And then we can start to hopefully get that on the car quickly. Durability is all fine. That's 2,000 points spent. Let's leave the rest for maybe later on. Development. What is being developed? We can develop this. Dual development, hopefully be on the car before Brazil. Powertrain, we've got nothing. Durability, we've got nothing. Aerodynamics, we've got that. What we can do is facility improvements. We want to expand what we can upgrade with the aero. So research expansion. Nope. We want powertrain breakthrough and chassis breakthrough, don't we? So let's do powertrain breakthrough to unlock more powertrain upgrades. We already done chassis upgrades. We have. So we need tier 3 for that. And I need another one. So quality of life. That could be good. That could be good. But I'm going to look at instead focus on reduce the time it takes to research. Yeah, do that again. Do that again. Make that quick, quick, quick. That's what we want, chat. Quick, quick, quick. Mike? What do you mean, Mike? Sign upgrades. I think they're both gone on the car. Still number 4 in the standings. McLaren have actually got closer to Mercedes. Let's look at the progress history. Yeah, Mercedes a small upgrade. McLaren a big upgrade last time around. I need Mercedes to stop upgrading the car. Component management. I need to look at Solov's engine. 31, 38, 24. They're all fine. They're all last. They're last the next race. Okay. Cool. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Right, let's fast forward.
Great
That's
news.
done. Good.
One of our research upgrades is complete. Once we finish
Messages.
researching an upgrade, we can start
Aero
developing
development
it for one
breakthrough. I know.
more
I know.
month
That's.
of our
Thank
car.
you. Stop talking. Stop talking. How many points does Solov have? He has like 4. We've only just become a good car. And he is a very inexperienced driver, so you got to allow him. Right, let's dual upgrade that. That'll be on before Vegas, hopefully. So that's good. More upgrades. Keep the upgrades coming as the season goes on. Powertrain, all fine. We've done all of the upgrades there. So nothing for us to really do, apart from brakes. But I don't really want to go too much into the brakes because then the car doesn't perform that well. If we get some more points before the race, I don't think we will, though. Heave dampers. That's tyre wear. That's good. That's research, right? Yes, and that's upgraded. That's unlocked this, which I can do. So we will do that before Brazil. Perfect. So hopefully get our tyre wear in a really good position. So you have 4 wins and he has 4 points. Listen, okay, we have not had a car capable of fighting for points for quite most of the season, right? We've just been able to maximize the setup on our end. I can't give him a setup that's good enough to help with the car. And that is probably what's let him down the most. Which is unfortunate. Right, that's done there. Okay, I'm happy. Facility improvements. 2 days, so I don't think we're going to get the facility improvements done. No, we won't. So let's go to the race weekend. I am going to go harder on the allocation. Hard tyres work best around here. So harder on the allocation. And go to race weekend. Okay, cool. Right. Whilst it loads in, when we get into the session, I'm going to go for a wee. But let's see if it's going to rain again. Let's see if it's going to rain. Oscar Dyson, thank you very much for the 100 flaming tires. You absolute legend. Absolute legend. Love the stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. When are you going to start racing? We've already done a race. All right. Just chill, Ian. Just chill. We're going to start racing probably in about 10 to 15 minutes. We've got to do practice and qualifying first. No rain in the race. It looks like it's going to be dry throughout. A little bit of overcast, but it's going to be okay. What are the driver standings? They are okay. Right. Old engine on the car. What was my worst engine? Probably this one, actually. Let's stick with this one. I'm going to put that component on for practice. Just for the practice session, chat. And that's all fine. Okay, right. I'm going to load into the practice. And I'm going to go for a wee. I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere.
It may only be Friday, but the carnival atmosphere has begun. We're here in Mexico, ready for free practice.
Okay, we're back. Filled my bottle. I went for a wee. We are back. Everyone hide. Where's everyone gone? Oh no, everyone's hiding. Come out, wherever you are. Seiko, Daz J, thank you much for the follows. Right, okay, let's have a look at the session. I need my setup. So let's go to car setup. Let's load. Let's go to Mexico. Wherever that is. And we are going to see if this setup needs adjusting. Meanwhile, you can look at my beautiful face. Bro gained viewers whilst being away. His chair doing the laws. I got to stop talking then. I just got to go away. Alright, why is this setup on 20 kilograms? Why is this setup got such... Okay, I'm going to stick with these wings. We need these wings, because I think the AI is going to be running these wings. Why has Mexico got such... No, I'm on quota, that's why. I was going to say... I mean, that's still quite high for Mexico. So I am going to lower it to try and give myself the best that I can get against the AI. And we're just matching that. Okay. Alright, let us see, bro. You're not allowed to see the setup. You're not allowed to see. You know the rules. You know the rules. Chair maintaining views. Let's go. Okay, right. Track climatization. We're going to feel how awful these wings feel, but it's just what we have to do. It's what we have to do, chat. Simo Leclerc, thank you very much for the follow over on Kick. Tires don't like Mexico. Tires don't like Mexico. Also, Downforce doesn't like Mexico either. We need straight line speed. AI going to be super duper quick on the straights. So we need to be able to match that. And we need to be quick from the off, chat, okay? We need to be quick from the off. All things considered, I'm quite happy that the only big mistake was a typo. What, the on-on?
Okay, your goal is to get through as
You
many
smashed
corner
it.
gates as quickly
You
and
smashed it.
precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS
Oh, that's
in the
deep.
DRS zone as well.
Oh, I have got... Okay, I have got things from Mexico. Okay, so I need to get Brazil. That's what I need to get. Brazil. And I need to get Vegas for Thursday in terms of the mod. Anyway, down towards the first corner. Let's get track climatization done. I'm ready for this race. Me too, baby. Me too. Let's see what we can do. Russell needs... We need Russell to DNF. I like that that brake marker board is blue.
Okay, DRS zone
The game
coming up.
needs
Get
to
ready
put
to
those
open it.
things in there because it just makes it so much easier to see the 100-meter board and pick it out compared to the others. It's not as bad as doing iRacing. Me and Scotty did... Oh, God, that's very deep on the brakes. Can't brake that late. Me and Scotty did Indianapolis Road on IndyCar. And there's a corner where there's about 8 brake marker boards. And you basically have to count in your peripheral 1, 2, 3, 4 before you can get to the one that you need. It's like... It's crazy. In the end, it becomes muscle memory, but it's one of those things that's just like, why? Why is it like that? I mean, I know it's in yards. It's not in meters. They've got it in yards, so they just have a lot more, but it's just annoying and silly. Right, as best as we can through there. Purple scores. Good, good, good. We will have access to quick practice this time around, though. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm going to do the race program. The other two I'm going to do in... the other one I'm going to do in quick practice. Just so we can get into the race as quickly as possible, chat. It's still a purple score. I'll take it. No, it's not. We only got a green score. Rubbish. That's the first time I've ever done that. That sucks. 24-hour stream. At some point, we will. But it will be when I do iRacing and I do a 24-hour race by myself. I want to visit Mexico and see the race from Sector 3. I don't know whether I'd want to watch from Sector 3. Like, you see the cars for a while, but they're just going so slow. Like, you wouldn't see any action into that corner. Unless the cars get smaller. It's a great section in theory, but in a practical element, no. Do the Le Mans 24-hour. It's something I do want to do. I've done Daytona 24 hours by myself. I might do it again. And if there are any Creator Series 24-hour races that happen, then I will look to do those.
Okay, mate.
Right,
Nice
I'm going to
and
back
steady
off. I
here.
don't want
Represent Big
any
Lap. This is what the fair
drivers
race
in my
track
way. No drivers in my way, chat. Turn 1 is the place to be in Mexico. Definitely. If you want to see overtakes, turn 1 is the place to be. Right. Let's try and build a gap here. Should do a 12-hour stream of open lobbies, iRacing, etc. I don't know. I don't know whether it's something we do often. Like, it'll be something that we do rarely, alright? Alright, okay. And it will just be for 24-hour races that then I am basically doing by myself. Oh, get it turned in, let's go. Right, this is the race strategy program. This is the most important one out of the lot of them. This will give me an indication of my tire wear, my fuel load. So it's a very important one to do. Welcome in on the YouTube stream. I'm feeling well today. How are you feeling? Tamid. Hope you are well, buddy. Go, 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 go. 24 hours of Nordschleife. Again, something I'd like to do. I've taken part in that with a team ages ago. Never attempted it by myself. I attempted Le Mans by myself. The car blew up in that one in the pit lane when I went and got some food. So that was frustrating. Daytona we did complete, even though we had about an hour of repairs early on. It was very tough. I'm not going to lie. One of the toughest things I've ever done in sim racing. There is another challenge I want to try at some point in this year, in 2026. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because I don't want anyone to steal it. But there is a big challenge. A huge challenge I want to try. Do not get in my way, whoever this is, Aston Martin. Do not get in my way, Hadjar. You're going to get in my way, aren't you? Where are you going? Pick a lane. Right or left? It's not difficult, bro. It's not difficult. I'm going to DM you an idea. Okay, copy, copy. Imagine if you DM me the idea that I'm thinking about. Although I don't know if I've talked to you about it. I mentioned it to a couple of people in the VC a while ago. Come on, come on, come on. Push, push, push. Nice and easy. 6/10 up. This is good. Is there a WEC racing game? Yes, Le Mans Ultimate is your best way of doing WEC, I think. Right? Am I correct with that, chat? Le Mans Ultimate is the best game to do WEC. I know they trialed a 24-hour event at the weekend. There were like 1 or 2 issues, but at least with them, they were quite clear that the game is just a test at the moment. Like, it was just a test. So, which obviously for some people, they would like these tests to be done beforehand, before a game is released or before anything happens. But like with a 24-hour race online, it is difficult to do because you're holding a server with multiple people joining from around the world, dropping in and out at times. Like, it's difficult. Right, this car better not get in my way, Audi. The Audi better not get in the way. Oh my god, so loose there. Come on, come on, come on. Don't get in my way! No! Dirty air is horrible. You can see why my car is just all over the place. I'm going to have to burn battery because I need to get past Marty here. Get out of my way, bro. What are you doing? Right, we gained a little bit of time back. I suppose, realistic of a race strategy program. We are going to race with cars. We're going to have to overtake sometimes. Right. Burn the battery, burn the battery, burn the battery, burn the battery. I want to be the target time. There we go. Done. Done. Right. Let's get into quick practice. Let's do this. High FPS really shines in racing. Yeah, it's a shame that the bitrate gets killed on some streams. I know that Twitch runs low bitrate, and I know they are working on hopefully having more bitrate, but you have to do it for 2K streams, and you have to basically process all those streams. So I'd have to pump out a 2K stream, a 1080p, 720p, 320, whatever. And my computer doesn't have the processing power to do that, and also send out a YouTube stream and a Twitch stream and a TikTok stream and a Kick stream. And so I'd much rather focus on having it 1080p everywhere. So that is the most annoying thing, is the bitrate. Brings the quality down when we're racing, but Let's retire from session. Are you playing on PS5? No, playing on PC. Narrator. He then proceeds to get in the way for the rest of the lap. Right, what did Scotty DM me? Let's see. Did Scotty DM me just now? Let's have a look.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye as free
Did
practice
DM me.
is over. However, we'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Doing... maybe, Scotty, maybe. I don't... Some people are a bit, like, iffy about people doing, like, the 24 hours by themselves because they're like, that's not going to be healthy and we don't want you to die on us. And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to die. I hope. Famous last words. I don't think I'm going to die. P3, Pig Gasly, P2 in the Alpine. Maybe that's made some good progress coming this weekend. We know that Alpine... he's not in Alpine, he's in Williams, isn't he? And it's not even Alpine, it's Benetton. Anyway, that Williams is pretty decent as well. Fem was the reason that I could do a 24-hour race solo. She looked after me when we did Daytona. Keeping me fed. Making sure I had drinks. So it would not have been possible without Fem there looking after me. Even though she had to sleep in the same room whilst I was trying to stream. I think she had like rain music in headphones in her ears to get through those stages of the race. Now it will be different because we're in a different room and it'll be a lot easier. We won't have to sleep in a room which has lighting, pseudo lighting on. The biggest issue for me with that is obviously going to be force feedback on the wheel and eyes. My eyes are probably going to be the most strained they've ever been doing a race like that. I think that'll be the most difficult part. Obviously, I would probably turn down the force feedback and maybe the lighting might not be as bad as it gets to night time. We'll probably just turn off the lights maybe. So it'll be a bit darker. It might be a bit like this on stream. That's maybe a bit too much. I don't know. Then you won't be able to see me. Maybe we'll just dial them down a lot lower. I don't know. It is something, again, that I do want to do. News, Red Bull, keep Yuki. Are you lying? Let's have a look. Can we stop failing this, please? Thank you. Have we confirmed that? If Lando wins the championship, we riot. Are we rioting in a good way or a bad way? Get stronger shades. Get stronger blue light glasses. Sorry, just had to blow my nose. I know you guys don't want to hear that. Okay. Right, let's do the qualifying pace. Program, try and tick off all of these goals and then get into the qualifying for the race. Everything I found says they're keeping Yuki as a test driver. Interesting. Interesting. What do you reckon, chat? What do you reckon? Yuki Tsunoda staying or not staying? I can't do any of these, so let's end the session. Let's go to the next one. Just have breaks every 10 minutes for 3 hours. Worked for me in a 24-hour stream. It did. It was what I was doing. It was like every now and again. But the worst thing is, right, when you're constantly going, it's easier to try and keep on going. You're looking forward to the next stint that you're going to stop and have a little break. But once you stop, it's easy to say, oh, I'm just gonna have a rest for 5 minutes, right? But then after those 5 minutes tick on, you might just delay a little bit longer. You're like, oh, it's going to take a minute extra. I'm just going to delay it a little bit. Like, that's the more difficult thing. Once you stop, it's hard to get going again. But no, you are right at the same time of taking those little bits of rest. Obviously, there's going to be times where I need to go to the toilet. It's going to be as quickly as possible, right? We'll have to eat something that basically just makes me constipated, so I don't have to go for any poos as well. That's what we need. Only wheeze. Only wheeze. We're going to need a lot of water on board because we're going to sweat. We're going to lose a lot of fluids. Should I do it in a race suit as well? God, we will be sweaty in that. Right, we ticked off that. That's done. One more to go. Get the discounts on all of these. Perfect. Also, I missed Kota. How did that go? P2 in the sprint. We were stupid. And we let George Russell through, trying to be too smart. But in the race, we finished P1 ahead of George. So 7 points gained in the championship, that race. 6 points total over the weekend. We basically need to win every race for the end of the season. That's what we need. Full suit and helmet. That might be too far with the helmet. The race suit we can do. The helmet might be a bit too much. That will definitely get very hot and sweaty. Okay, right. Engine. We want to run a better engine for this weekend. Do we take the hit with the engine penalty? Do we feel like we're going to be fast enough around here that we can take an engine penalty? Because are we worried that that 15% engine is not going to make it for another race? What do we reckon, chat? This would be the race weekend to take engine penalties. But is it worth it? 1 in the chat to take a new engine. 2 in the chat to not. 1 in the chat to take a new engine. 2 in the chat to not take a new engine. 1 to take a new engine. 2 if you think no. Don't do it. Don't take a new engine. What do we reckon, chat? What do we reckon? What do we reckon? No, not worth it. Can I show you the championship standings? Here you go. Took me a while, but there you go. P6. You can't see the names of the others unless I do this. There you go. George Russell leads. Max Verstappen second. New engine for content. It might be difficult. Mexico's a good track that we can overtake. And I'm worried about engine for the rest of the season, chat. It will give us 2 engines for the rest of the season. Brazil is a track that I struggle at. So it is a track that I do not want to take a new engine. Abu Dhabi will be a difficult track as well. And you don't want to take a penalty on the last race of the season. What position does he start? Maybe we just do it. We just do it. I think we just do it. I don't want. I'm worried about the ICE. This is what I'm worried about. I will only take this. It will only be a 5-place grid drop. We'll only take 5 places because the rest of the parts are fine. Like for this one, we're going to run... we'll run a brand new engine, I think, for Mexico. Although, yeah, we'll run a brand new engine for... No, we'll run the 7%. We'll run that for Mexico. 12% on this is fine. We could run actually 34% on this. That would be okay. For this one, that would be fine. For this one, we have plenty to run. A 19 and a 4%. So let's run the 19%. Or do we run the 4? Let's run the 4%. This is fine. Definitely fine. So we'll run the 8% for that one. We'll run a new gearbox because we can. I think we take it, chat. I think we take it. I think this is the best place that we're going to have of overtaking. Compared to the likes of... Brazil's going to be difficult. Vegas, I think we have a good chance as well. So maybe we'll wait for Vegas. It's either Mexico or Vegas, chat. We take a new engine. 1 in the chat for this race at Mexico. 2 in the chat for Vegas. 1 in the chat for Mexico. 2 for Vegas. One. A lot of people saying 1s. Okay, let's do it. When is Vegas? Vegas will be on Thursday. Let's do it now then. Let's do it. New engine on the car. That will give us a 5 to 10 place grid drop. But that'll be fine. Right, let's go to qualifying. Let's get your predictions for the qualifying session, chat. Let's get your predictions for the qualifying session. Where do you feel like we are going to qualify for this race? As I have a look at my YouTube vertical, how are we doing? We're doing okay, but we've had a bit of a drop off. So I'm going to raid my other YouTube vertical stream. As we always do, because this is the COTA one. That is going to be the Mexico one. I'm going to make that one public as well. So you guys can go join it. And we're going to end the stream now on vertical and send you to the next one. So don't go anywhere, vertical. You're going to go to the next stream. And so I'll see you in a very short moment. So off you go. There you go. See you later.